just get the basics out of the way. Bakugo, Deku, bro. This is the freest list of our lives, bro. Like, there's really nothing to discuss. These guys have gun, they have mobility, and you know Bakugo already has the piercing stuff too. I want to say Bakugo is still first between these two, but I think Deku stocks are on the rise just because everybody's starting to use his crouch sniper shit, and that shit is hella annoying. That thing is so annoying. But yeah, if you're really like up there, man, Deku sniper is really annoying. But there's nothing really to talk about. Everybody and their mother knows these guys are top tier. If anybody says otherwise, they suck. Anyways, yeah, pretty much these two are top tier. They literally have everything you need, whether it be up close, far away. Like they're top tier for a reason. But the next one, since we're talking about Todo already, I think Todo is pretty up there too. I wanna say he's S, but at the same time, just because of limitations on mobility, nah, I'm gonna put him on S. Fuck that. Todo's good. Todo, dude, Freeze
deserves it.
Freeze is so broke, bro. Why does he shoot it that far?
It's
Freeze
such a big hitbox, big distance, good damage.
Yeah, exactly. And then plus like his wall, you could do. It has combo potential off the wall too if you manage to hit somebody with it too. It just, and it's really annoying, bro. I don't know. His kit is ridiculous. His range is very good. It might be pretty close to Bakugo's and Deku's, I think, on the top of my head.
It's definitely
farther? That's even better, bro. He's broken.
Yeah. Solidifies it.
Yeah, he's broken. He just doesn't have vertical mobility, but other than that, he's pretty damn good. Honestly, if you just put these three together, you have a legit team already.
Oh, for sure. I think his main flaw is his ice priority, because I know Zeldry complains about it, and I've dealt with it too when I play him. Is like he'll end up trading a lot of times with his freeze. Like he'll freeze someone, but then he'll still get hit, and like from whatever attack he's getting hit by, which sucks.
Yeah, it's because that like weird delay that's in like the hitbox of the ice is really weird because there's many instances where like the person's didn't even touch the ice, but they're near it and it still froze them anyway. And there's been an instance, I wish I could have clipped it because they were like 6 feet to the right and like 3 feet up from the ice and it still froze them somehow. But like I think they like zoomed past it or something. It was something weird, but he still got frozen super way after, and I'm like, that was a broken ass hitbox. But I think I allowed to do it at the startup frames when you're doing ice, because if you're trying to do it like defensively, like trying to freeze someone when they're jumping on you, most of the time you'll trade the hit with them but still freeze them. I know that happened to me back to back. But it's still useful even if you do trade with them, as long as the teammate's there, because the teammate can get good damage off the freeze.
Exactly, yeah.
Does anybody try to counter his ice with Deku's auto? What do you mean counter his ice with Deku's auto? Can you explain? Cement Boy? We'll get to Cement Boy, bro. We'll get to Cement Boy. Don't worry about him, bro.
We'll get there.
But yeah, I mean, besides verticality issues, like, I mean, you could just cover that with rapid. But other than that, he's so good. He gets free damage off his ice. Team could stagger on top of it too. It's so broken.
Yeah. I would say I could understand why people would put him A, but I do think overall he deserves S.
Yeah, agreed. He's definitely not as good as the other two, but his overall kit, yeah, he's pretty damn good. Since we're talking about Cement Boy already, I'm putting Cement Boy on S tier, bro. Let me tell you about Cementoss, bro. Y'all were sleeping on him day one. It just doesn't make any sense to me, bro. Literally, it doesn't make any sense to me. The principle of this character judges the landscape of the whole map. He just messes you up, bro. He does hard knockdown off pillars. He does freaking, and you can combo off of it too. His freaking his little the flat surface crap, whatever it's called, that shit's hella good too. And his walls, bro, you don't even want to talk about his walls, bro. His walls can go into different shapes, straight, sideways, and you can do it in different shapes too. It's not utilized by most Cementoss players because you really could keep it basic in a fight, but you can really determine fights with this guy. Like, he can really set play a lot of things. Plus, his special action that not only can he revive from a distance, it even like protects him a little bit with a little wall. Maybe you even killed them too because of that little wall, but that's another different story. There's no character that does what Cementoss does, and it's just I don't understand like how people look at this character and be like, he's bad. His damage is good too. He's surprisingly very strong. Like he does what?
It's because of his skill ceiling is why people would call him bad. Because you
Yeah.
can't just pick him up and do good with him like the other S tier
I disagree. I think he can. I mean, the only issues that I could probably see with him is like he could, like even with when I play with Tux and Kutoux and GK, they complain about it too. It's just the wall or just the pillars disrupting it. But like once you, if this game ever went quote unquote competitive in some sort of way, I think Cementoss would be a staple, 100%. I don't think he wouldn't be there.
That for sure.
It just wouldn't make any sense to me too, because like besides like Shigiraki, who's really breaking down the pillars that fast?
Sure.
Like
I tried breaking it down with other characters. It takes so long. Like you have to beat. I've tried almost using my entire alpha on it, and it just barely breaks.
Yeah, I think I can break a level 9 pillar with like 2 claps, but that's still like 2 out of my 3.
All your claps, isn't it?
Man.
Oh.
Yeah, almost.
But
So
you
actually I
had
have, like,
yeah.
help, so.
But yeah, that being said too, they have to waste resources to get past it too. If you're in close quarters, it's even harder for you to get through. Besides like Shigiraki, any other character like Bakugo, Shigiraki, all that stuff that could go through, bypass somewhat. I mean, there's only so much that other characters can do, but besides those two, I guess. But
yeah, Froppy and Ida is really good at countering that because they can just run up or tongue up to it.
Yeah.
But besides them, yeah. It's hard.
And plus, he can, and if he doesn't have special action, he can pillar their body or res them in the sky with the flat surface too. He can do so much.
Yep.
He literally can do so much. It's crazy. This character is top tier.
I would say like he has the highest skill ceiling out of any of the characters. I would say comfortably, but I would still say I think he deserves A, for me at least. But
wow!
He dictates the fight. But like, I don't think he's the sole reason for the fight being won. The same way that Bakugo and Deku are. Like, you get stomped on by their alphas, and you're just like, well, there was nothing I really could have done because of how powerful they are. With Cementoss, I haven't gotten dog walked the same level that I have the other 3 characters.
I'm not saying he's gonna solo you though. I'm just saying like his overall kit is what really makes him shine in the team game, Tuxedo. In a team game, bro.
Look.
Solo play mentality over here. I'm not telling you. Obviously, if I have him soloing Bakugo and Deku, they're most likely gonna win.
Yeah, but then
that's even still hard. Well, even Deku, maybe he could probably take on Deku more than Bakugo, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I do.
I've like.
Go ahead.
I've easily messed up a lot of people with Cementoss. Like you said, like he definitely controls the fight, and I can control like who's gonna get comboed, who's like not gonna be in the fight, which is like super important, especially like in a team game. And I've been able to do crazy damage with them as well. So,
bro,
I think like I gotta make a comment though, is like because I think a lot of people right now are underestimating Cement Boy, so I think it has a lot to do with how fights go, like how they go down when fighting them, because I'm sure a lot of people will just like try running at you and you'll just like hit him with the alpha and launch him in the air. Like people are like underestimating how much he can really dictate a fight's like the battlefield itself, either putting up walls or himself building himself away or just any stuff like that. I think the success with fighting just has a lot to do with people underestimating him at the moment. So I think once people start to realize like he's not just the bottom D tier of the game, I think you're gonna have more struggles than what you are having now. Which, like, there's only so much you can do, but.
I mean, even later on, I think just cement stocks are just gonna go even higher, bro. Literally, the set play, even if they back up, like that just already messes them up. Simple things as that, like if they try to engage you and they just simply back off, they're already disengaged the whole fight. They're frazzled dazzled, bro. They don't know what the hell to do after that. They either engage you or not, and if the Cement Boy plays right, literally he could just control it. If let's say for example, if like Toto engages me, right? If he tries to engage me, I could pillar in front of between both of us, and then I have options and he doesn't because he doesn't know where I am. I know where he is. I could either pillar down below me and start engaging him, or even mess around. I could even mess around with him even more. I could dictate the fight better than he can, just because I understand like what his abilities are and where he is, rather than where he doesn't even know where I am. And Toto is just in a bad situation after that. And if he disengages, I win that fight because I could just go back and help my team after that. I'm like, all right, cool, he's gone. for like 2 seconds or
True.
something.
I will say there was a recent instance where we were trying to fight one Cementoss, and this bastard was building like a demon. Like this dude, anytime he was on the ground, it built up, put a wall up, and then I tried breaking his thing, but his platform was there, so he was spinning in the air, and then he fell to the platform, and then it threw an attack, and then he just built right back up again. I'm like, oh my god, bro, he just keeps going up and down, up and down. Like I can't catch this dude.
Yeah.
So,
he's even more valuable too and resurrecting just because, like, dude, if he pillars, just doing pillar, and if he, depending on who you're fighting against, he clears most of the cast. Who's getting to him besides Bakugo, Deku, Shigiraki, and I don't know, anybody that has any sort of verticality? Who's getting him? Toto ain't gonna get to him. Toto's just gonna stare at the pillar. Just clip the damn pillar, bro.
it's true.
Plant Girl's not gonna do anything. Momo's not gonna do anything. Kirishima's downright not gonna do anything. They're just gonna stare at the pillar and be like, oh damn, he's gonna get a free revive. There he goes.
You know, that makes me think. I wonder how strong his punch is against a level 9 pillar.
I bet it
I mean, if they're both level 9, I don't think you'll one-shot it.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, it's similar damage to Clap, so I'm assuming it's gonna take two tackles.
Yeah.
And as DLC mentioned, bro, I could literally free KO somebody if I really built around them and did domain expansion. That's all I'm saying, bro. If I really try harder and built like that, I could just do that all the time and get free KOs. Because they have to spend resources to get inside that damn room to stop that. Just FYI, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro.
I think you convinced me, like, the overall, like, he should be S tier. Because also the other important thing too, like, not say like high level, but like against sweaty people, like you have to kind of take out Cementoss first, or else, because he has the res aspect too. So like, for me, I always find myself like, oh, I gotta focus Cement Boy, because if I down somebody else, they're just gonna get res, and then.
Dude, it's even worse when Cement Boy and Bakugo and Deku are on top of a mountain and you have to engage them.
That's horrible.
It's even worse for you, bro, because Cement Boy's there. It's like literally the worst matchup you could possibly think of, depending on what team you have. It's terrible. Overall, Cementoss stocks, I think he's going to be a staple in top tier teams for sure. 100%. Unless they nerf like pillar HP, I don't know, man. He's broken right now.
Yeah,
he's so broken.
It. I remember playing the early betas with them, and I tried him out, and I saw his potential, and I was like, man, he's going to be really good, but on controller, he's going to be really hard, just because of, like, controlling everything, aiming, skill. But I was like, yo, once PC comes and people, like, start to figure him out, GG's. And it's starting to come like
well,
that
they must have changed something by the amount of pillars you can put down, because I swear to God, he was not able to like build like that, like in the like how many constant well, even do we know now how many can he have down at one time, like pillars? Is it as many as he can throw out?
Max level 9?
Many as you can throw out. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they do go away like because there's a max number.
Yeah, you can't build infinitely up for sure. I think it's like 3 or 4. It stops vertically at least.
Yeah, it might be like 5 and 9, but nothing crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy, crazier.
Dude, I could go on about Cementoss, bro. Let's just move on. He's literally top tier. I think he's gonna be a staple later on, no doubt, no questions asked. Anybody that says otherwise, you either don't know how to play Cementoss or you suck. I'm sorry, but and who are we talking about next, bro? I will talk about, since Tux is here too, we'll talk about Shigiraki. I would personally put him A. That's just me. The only issues I have with Shigiraki is that he has no vertical damage. That's the only issue with him, but he does very well on the ground, of course. And his super armor command grab obviously helps him get in, but other than that, I think he's a little bit flawed, but damage-wise, he's pretty good. It might be debatable to put him into B just because of that, but if we're talking about skill base or the player, that's just a different story. So a part of me wants to put him in B too, just because of that factor where he just doesn't do anything vertically. Besides, like, yeah, I understand his little down wave shit goes across over the mountain or whatever, depending on the hill, whatever it is. But I'll put him A. I think he's A. He's still A. His damage is so damn good, and he does damage through shield. That's very important to talk about too.
True. I think you covered a lot of the important stuff with Shig, because like, the highlights of him, he does ridiculous like consistent damage on ground fights. And a lot of people try countering like, yeah, well, Bakugo can fly, or Todoroki, or Deku can go in. It's like, yeah, but they can only do it for so long, and like a smart Shigiraki's gonna like aim where they're gonna land, and then what are they gonna do? They're gonna fall into like shit ton of damage. So like, it's not as much of a counter as people like to point out. But it definitely is. It's relevant whenever there's already on the high ground, like any of the mountainous areas. Shigiraki, you just don't want to be there. Like, if someone's on top of a dome, you just gotta like. There's situations where you just have to leave. Like, you just cannot pick the fight with Shig. But if you're able to play the situation the way you want, he's so deadly.
But that's the issue with him too, because you say you want to play it you want. It's never gonna be the case. If the circle ends on the mountain, you're fucked.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like
you're playing their game at that point, and you have to run. But that's the beauty of this game, though. They allow you to have rapids. I think when people start abusing rapids, I feel like, I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if you guys use as much as I do, but I always abuse rapids on characters that don't have verticality. On Red Riot, on Shitty, I always rock rapids, bro. It doesn't matter who I'm playing. I'm stacking those. I'm stacking them no matter what. They're so good.
It's so necessary to be able to climb up a wall or a building or anything.
Yeah, that's the beauty of having those items in this game, that makes characters better than... It covers their flaws, pretty much. So that's the beauty of it.
I want to say one more thing for Shig, too, that I think... Because some people really argue that he belongs in, like, B or C, but I think the intimidation factor and, like, the oppression factor of, like, you cannot just go up and start brawling with Shig. Like, that will kill you. And it's kind of like it's like the, two sides of the situation here. It's like Shig, yeah, he'll have to run and he'll have to get away if it's like too far of a distance or like the person has high ground, but it's the same thing if they're close to him. They have to get away from Shig. Like, they cannot try brawling with him up close or he'll just annihilate you. So he has that same type of like, control over the situation, the same way, other situations make him have to escape. So yeah, he's pretty impressive. Don't mess with him.
I think after playing with Tux for so long too, like I've seen him do some nutty stuff, man. And like I think if you just put him in the right hands and you have a solid team, like it's just the same with like majority of these melee characters. Like, people think they're bad because we're in a projectile meta, but like if you have a solid team to back you up, they really shine. Like, you just have to understand how to get around things. And that's like where the biggest issue with the community is right now. It's like they don't understand how to get around. They're just like, Unga bunga, I'm gonna punch you, and then just like, oh, I got shot 5 times. Well, why did you get shot? Were you positioned wrong? Was your team around? Were you playing around your team? Like, there's so many factors in this game that people don't think about. They just call you sweat and then cry and go home, and it's just like, I don't understand. Like, I actually don't get it.
That's a good point.
They have so much potential, but people just start crying all day and just call you a sweat, and then that's just their excuse. It doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, I don't know. Kutoux, you have anything else to say about Shigiraki before we go on?
I don't think the only thing that wasn't mentioned about was his new special action, which is pretty nice, and I don't see it used a lot, unfortunately. Like, I think I finally had one enemy Shigiraki use it against me, and I was like, oh my gosh, finally. Because it's got huge knockback, so if you just use it raw on someone, it pushes them super far back just to like get you off, right? And not only that, you can special cancel into it, which is crazy. And then you can also combo off it with a teammate, and you can also follow up with a grab if you do it just right. And it also increases damage done to them. So if they're going purple from it, yeah, everyone can just like, yo, they're purple, let's beam them, do whatever, easy.
Does it go through shield? Or no?
It will give it to you no matter what. Like, if he hits you with it, you're gonna have a debuff.
Yep, no, I mean, like, does it damage through shield, or is it damage shield first?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's shield.
No, shield first, but it still applies a debuff on you.
And you can use it. No, go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say you can also use it to one-shot buildings as well.
It's true. I was gonna say, you brought up how like people aren't using it, but I think also in general people just aren't good with Shig right now. Like, I think that's also why. Like, 100%. I don't think people are like. They're not using that special action. I don't even know if people realize you can special cancel, to be honest, because I see a lot of people try throwing it out raw. So, but it just has to do with the people not knowing how to use Shig. So,
yeah.
But yeah, good point.
All right.
Yeah, so I feel like Ace good for him.
Yeah, for sure. He's impressive, man. And plus, like, the thing with his gun is that it lingers on the ground too, so he kind of does somewhat similar things to that Cementoss does. Like, he really presses you to not stand on it, or you take damage jumping over it or whatever. So he kind of could set the tone of the match too. Let's just talk about this mofo real quick. I'm putting Dabi C tier and no one's stopping me, bro. This guy is absolute garbage, bro. And no one can tell me otherwise, dude. He's trash in this game, bro. This is probably like, I think his kit is incomplete. Like they don't know what they want to do with him, and they just created him and put him in the game. He doesn't make any sense to me, bro. Like, why is his special actions only usable when he's down, which doesn't make any sense. He's already handicapped off the get-go because of that. The fact that he has this button that's useless until you're down is so stupid to me. And then he has traps that require him to go to the spot to put a trap, when obviously he's built to be a ranged character. He's a spellcaster, he's a distance character. So why is he going to the spot to put a trap down and just be like, oh, okay. Someone argued with me today that he shouldn't be aggressive, he should be a defensive player. Okay, if I had Deku and Bakugo on my team, and they're playing aggressive, do I just hang back 30 miles away and be like, alright bro, you all got that, bro? Then I'm gonna die anyways because I'm getting ganked in the back. If I play aggressive, and then my traps are useless. I have to play with them, obviously, because I play off my team. This character doesn't make any sense unless you're literally being a rat all game. I do like his bubble gun. I actually do like the concept behind it. I just don't think his kit is applicable, or it helps him, because the only thing that really helps him is his AoE move, which obviously negates projectiles going in. I think that's his best thing that he got going for him, and his bubble gun, which is bubble gun's probably subpar B tier anyways, because it's so slow and reactable. It's just like, all right, man, you can hide behind a freaking wall or whatnot. It just doesn't. His kit doesn't make any sense to me. I think if they adjusted his R and then maybe change the tone of his bubble gun and allowed him to throw his traps out at a distance, then we're talking. Then he's a character. But as of right now, he's just absolute trash to me. He gets beat up. He has no mobility. He can't run. He puts his E down. Okay, then what? Once the E goes off, they can either jump. They can jump you, or they just wait until it goes off and they just beat the crap out of you. It doesn't make any sense to me. He offers nothing more than any other character. I'd rather play freaking Red Riot than this guy at this point. It doesn't even make any sense. He's just so trash.
He's the most vulnerable character in the game. Like, if he gets, like, you know, it's weird because he has these moves, like, they gave him in his kit that's supposed to be, like, get off me moves, or, like, moves that are, like, protecting him from getting jumped, but it kind of doesn't end up mattering. Like, the little traps are, like, kind of like bear traps, I guess, like, or claymores, like, yeah, they go off sometimes, but then they just get right back up and start pressuring you again. Or he can do his little, like, you know, flame stomp that puts a ring around him, but once you get damaged by it initially, you can just go inside of it and run him over again. So, like, I don't know, it's just all these moves that the community seems to not really care that he has them, because you just run him over. Like, that's how you deal with the Dabi, just run him over. So, I don't know, and then he doesn't even excel at range all that, like, amazingly. Like, you said, they're super avoidable. So, like...
Yeah. I think if they made it so, like, at least his bubble gun explodes a little bit or something, give it some, like, oomph to it or something. Like, it just doesn't make any... I think he's just an incomplete character. If they added like second options for other abilities later on down the route of this game, then maybe he'll be better. I don't know, but as of right now, yeah, go ahead.
Interesting note, so a lot of these, well, almost all these characters are based off their One Justice like iterations. Yeah, so a lot of these characters have moves flat out from that game. Which you don't know, One Justice was like their anime arena fighter. Almost the exact same animations and movesets. And Dabi, he had a move in there, all these moves, but something that I think he would utilize well in this game is his big flamethrower attack. So he like does a big flame like hose that just is like a Kamehameha basically of flames. And in the game it was really good because it pushed people like the distance away of the length of the fire. So you would get hit by it and it would just push you all the way back to the other side of the screen. And it was like this big fire hose. I think, and they're not like against doing this because they did it with Todoroki. I think they should get rid of a special action of his ground flame when he's downed and replace it with that. I think that would probably give him, he'd be able to brawl, you know, close up, and it would also push people away so he can start doing what he wants again.
Yeah.
So, I think replace the special action and yeah, give it that move that he had in One Justice of the flame push.
Yeah, they could easily put his special action and make it a sub ability to his E, his stomp, and then just leave it at that. And just give him that flamethrower that you're talking about. That would be so much better.
Yeah.
And just do something else with his traps. Because literally, even if the issue with his traps too is that you can actually see it and react to it before you touch it. Unless you're like really trying to run. But if you're like walking around, that thing actually appears before in your sights at range like 2 or something, and you can see it.
Yeah.
And you could proc them too. You could actually just shoot them. Which is even worse for Dabi players. It's just like, bro, he doesn't make any sense to me. I just don't understand, like, how can people think he's good? He's usable, of course, probably better players than myself. They probably understand him more than me, but his overall kit compared to the cast, he's literally C tier. There's no way you can tell me he's better than any other character otherwise. I think he's actually the worst in the game.
I agree. Said it well.
Yeah, so I know like a lot of characters in the game, you have to like play them differently. Like you can't play them like Gun, and he's one of those characters that you have to play differently. I feel like his kit is supposed to be like a mixture of annoying, trickster, like trap set, because like his traps, like yeah, he can like place them randomly, but like if he tries to like lure people around, he can like get them to follow him like into his traps, and he can place them in the air as well. But that's kind of like it. And like you guys said, like once you just like run through that, it's like whatever. Like it doesn't really do. Yeah, you can try to like keep doing it and then help with like just be annoying in that team fight. Because whenever I see a Dabi in a team fight, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get him first because I'm not gonna let him spam his shots, and just gonna dodge him and get him out. But yeah, if you know how to deal with him, he's not too hot, unfortunately.
Yeah. He's just too counterable. Like all his moves, you can just like work around him. So like
yeah,
like
almost
every one of his
very
moves.
vulnerable.
Yeah, but the issue with what you said too, or for the luring part, is that like this game is not. You don't lure people in this game.
Yeah,
you fight. You brawl to the death. The only times that would even happen is that if you're in the building, the domes, I guess. But like, are you really trying to lure people in the domes?
Yeah,
like
not particularly.
I feel like that might be his like best spot because of like all like the nooks and crannies and alleys and stuff, and then the ceilings, but under the roofs. But besides that, maybe the forest. But yeah, like you said, a lot of it's just like you're going to fight. You're not gonna be doing that much.
Dabi should like to play run away and play around his traps. He doesn't play other. But that's the thing though. Like somebody mentioned that to me earlier. Like he likes to keep his distance and run. He can't. Who's he running from? Who's he running from? Everybody's faster than him.
Yeah, a lot of people will just catch him.
Like majority of the 2 top tier characters literally catch him. He needs to run into his trap. Yeah, but if you're in open space and you're not in the dome, you're dead. You're literally dead. It doesn't make any sense to me. His kit literally doesn't make any sense. I just don't understand it. Like I understand their traps, but no one's doing the traps, and they're just so insignificant in power. Like, maybe if they stunned you or something, cool. Alright, they'll be a little bit better. But at the end of the day, like, it just... I don't know,
I couldn't decide if knockdown... Because, like, the knockdown, it does good damage when it's level 9. I've seen it, like, take away a lot of my shield, but... I'm trying to decide if, like, knockdown is really what it should do.
No, I think
uses to that.
I think it should stun.
If they get knocked down, you could run, but I don't know.
I'd rather have it slow them down and do damage over time of fire. That's what I would probably prefer. Slow and damage over time is more significant to me than a knockdown in this game. A knockdown means you're resetting the positions of that player. I don't like knockdown in this game for that particular reason. Because if you guys are playing defensive and they go into the trap, they go into a hard knockdown. Like, it resets them. They have the chance to think about the situation in that 2 seconds or whatever and run. Rather than a slow and a debuff. Yeah, and they get iframes. But yeah, but if they get slow and damage over time, it's even worse for them, right? You could tell the team, oh, he's right here. He's slow for 2 seconds. Kill his ass. They get moments of the getting up.
Maybe if it like made it to where they couldn't sprint, maybe, or use movement abilities, that could be a good change. That could be nice to make it really avoid stepping on the trap because it'd hinder you.
Yeah, denying moves is crazy though. I don't know if it actually would do that.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
I was gonna have that.
Well, I mean for him, like, why would fire deny moves?
It's like, you gotta like put it out. I don't know.
Bakugo Dabi for running away. Oh yeah. And plus,
yeah,
like,
I guess also. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just quick thing too. For his special action, like at this point in time, I think everybody's starting to like remember that he has that suicide option to press. So you literally just shoot him. You don't even have to down him anymore. Just shoot him. and then he just uses special action, and then you just shoot the other players for a little bit, and then just go back to shooting him, or just down him yourself. Like it's just so useless. It's just such a useless waste of a slot.
There's only one instance I saw that I thought was funny is when someone went down in close quarters with Dabi, and then people were fighting near him, and he just fucking popped it, and like, I'm pretty sure he downed somebody just by popping it because they were fighting on top of him. So that was pretty funny, but it's also niche. But yeah, the thing is with him is like, since the smart players know that, it's like you're not even gonna get a chance to stay alive because they're just gonna thirst to you immediately because they're not even gonna try executing you. So it's almost more dangerous having that because they're just gonna kill you ASAP.
It's even a small range too. It's not even like the range of his stomp. If it was the range of his stomp, it would be a little bit more annoying, but it's not.
Yeah, it's like half of it, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
What were you gonna say, Kutoux? Sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, I'm wondering like, cause like with like how his kit is, it seems like they were trying to make him like a like, you know, like annoying, try to run away and hit you from afar type of character, and if you get close, you know, place traps and keep your distance type of thing. And so I wonder if knockback will be better for him since that gives him more time to run, or if just like a slowing down. I don't know how long that will last, but I know like he has like a burn. I don't think it's as good as Todoroki's. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it is. But yeah, I do hope that whatever the battle system changes they do later involves giving people options for more moves.
They should.
That would be nice to switch it up.
They should make his bubble gun knock down though. Now that you mention it, why don't they just make his bubble gun knock down?
I mean, they're not afraid to give characters that. I mean,
if
Cementoss is
Momo has it too.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I guess if they do that, they'd have to increase the damage too, because it doesn't do much on its own.
I wouldn't increase the damage. Because the homie system factor is already annoying, and plus, like, if he is that knockdown now, then he has chances to escape. Then he has time to get away and set up traps. That would make more sense to me than what he is doing right now. Because his gun is not really that impressive besides damage.
It's so weak. It's a wet fire. You can just like run someone down. Like you don't gotta be afraid of that.
He used to when there's a hit limit.
Yeah,
maybe that's why he was more powerful back in the betas, because it did knock down and let him reposition more.
Oh, I see. What was the hit limit in the beta? Was it different?
So if you got shot by any projectile at least 3 times, you would get knocked down. So Deku blasts you 3 times, you get knocked down. So you wouldn't get beamed like how it is now.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll like that.
They might go back to that.
I don't know if I would like that. This game anymore if it didn't have beam, to be honest. I think damage fall off would be more appropriate.
Yeah.
Knockdown is just knockdown. If this game went full knockdown all the time, I think it'd be more boring, to be honest.
Because I think I'd probably agree.
It just stops the fight, and then it forces you to like, it's just the flow is just disrupted after that point. I think damage fall off is more appropriate than doing that for the overall game.
Yeah, if they did damage fall off, that would be a nice fix.
Well, maybe they'll just add it to more characters, because characters like, well, you know, like Mt.Lady, like her alpha does technically knock you down every time too. Like you can't combo off of that, which you know, we'll get to her too. But that kind of that has a big influence on how good a character can be if they're knocking down or not, because the iframes when they're getting knocked. So
yeah.
All right, enough about crappy Dabi. But let's go over to talk about Ochaco, bro. I'm putting Ochaco in A, bro. I don't know if y'all agree with me. I think Ochaco's really good in this game. If Ochaco's
he's fantastic.
If Ochaco's grapple actually worked, she's literally godlike. Like this character is so annoying. And if you really play her right, like I don't know, but she's so annoying. She literally could kill you down really fast. Her car is already hella annoying. Easiest knockdown of your life. And her gravity set plays are nuts. I don't know if you guys know the full combo for the gravity set play, but it's actually ridiculous.
I don't. I'll say Uraraka's the one I have the least. I have like the least of an opinion on Uraraka.
Yeah.
I can't like say without a doubt where I think she should belong, to be honest.
I don't know. She's just. I think she's really good.
I agree. She has huge potential. I wish her grapple was fixed. My gosh, man, because it's crazy.
She would be so annoying, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like once they fix it,
yeah, Lycan's gonna have a field day for sure.
Oh yeah, he showed me. God, well, I'm gonna try to find a clip where you guys talk. But my gosh, I was like, bro, I can't believe this actually worked.
Like I think for me, like when a lot of people talk like Uraraka, like, what would you guys say is her like best ability?
Her beta, absolutely hands down.
Her spin.
Yeah.
I think it's her grapple.
Like,
Well, I was curious.
If you're, yeah, I guess it depends, but like, her overall kit, I think she really shines because of grapple. That's why she shines. Well, grapple plus her special action.
I was just asking because, in my opinion, I would assume most people would have said spin, but I can see grapple as well. But I was gonna comment on spin because, you know, that's like the spin the wind tech with her or whatever. But like, it's kind of like a similar case for me personally. Whenever I'm fighting her, because it feels similar. It feels similar to like when I was fighting All Might with his tornado. Like, I don't know, she just feels vulnerable when she does that. You know, it's up to an Uraraka doing it at the right distance, but I think she just kind of is like a spinning target in my mind. Like, I kind of just shoot her.
Yeah. But that's I feel like we haven't. I don't know, between us three when we play together. I don't think I've ever fought an oppressive Ochaco.
Yeah, I agree.
Like we haven't fought really a scary one yet. But
yeah, I mean, I've ran into him in the beta, but Kendo's a hard counter against her, so I obviously have no issue against her. Yeah. But like her spin the hitbox is huge, especially when you have the car, and so it's very easy to first like pity people off when they're down, and so if you're trying to like save those off, you're not going to save them there; they're just dead. And then also when you get them knocked down after 3 hits, you can just follow up with them again and start spinning before they even get away, and you're already going to frame trap them, and they get hit again 3 times. So it's like if you're 1v1ing, like she has a huge chance of just like destroying you, especially with her trap as well, her gravity.
Yeah.
Setup.
Yeah. The reason why I out of her whole kit I like the grapple is that she's. I think she plays a hit and run tactic better than Frog Girl just because of how far she goes. You guys don't understand. The distance she creates on the map is insane. She can get in and out crazy fast, bro.
Oh yeah.
She can literally like revive the team. Yeah, like she's ridiculous. She does it better than Froppy in that sort of way, but like I think her overall kit's crazy. Like the gravity thing too. That's the starter to her combo. Like you can do the gravity thing, jump up and grapple, and then start doing the spin to win. I've seen Saiken do the hit confirm too. It's actually pretty nutty, and it does very good damage too. It's insane because the grapple itself actually does damage and she pulls herself into you, and it freaking does the car. That's crazy damage. It's very good.
Link a clip in chat.
Yeah, go ahead. What is it?
Nice. This is the one Saiken showed me earlier today. I'm like, bro.
Let me see. Let's take a look at it real quick. What the fuck? Alright, whatever. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about, bro. Oh my god! He could actually.
I didn't know you could throw it.
Oh, it throws by default once you let go.
Damn, I didn't know it was like that though. We could have that much control over it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's actually very cool. I didn't see him do this one.
It's funny.
Does this one do damage than the other one though? I guess so, because if he ran in with the spin car here, he would actually put him into a hard knockdown. I guess this makes more sense. That's actually very good though. But damn, that's even better. But yeah, the potential, dude, she's insane. Like I was in his chat too, and everybody's saying she sucks. I was like, bro, you guys are bugging, bro. I was like, dude, how do you guys not understand how crazy this character is, bro?
Literally,
it just doesn't make any sense. Like
I feel like once her grapple is like fixed, I feel like her placement will even go higher. But I've caught her so many times just slipping because her grapple is broken.
I don't know. I think she'll still stay the same. I don't think she'll go any higher. If they just fix grapple, unless they do any overall buffs and nerfs. But I think at the moment, I think she still stays A. Maybe she'll be. I mean, I don't think there's no order here, but yeah, maybe top A.
I'm curious what you guys will say. I mean, none of us are. Well, I guess we kind of are rocket players, but like when you're engaging in a fight, right? Like what should she be like doing first? Like what does like a engagement like order look like? Is she setting up a gravity lift? Is she like just going in for a spin? Like you trying to grapple to like
basic principle is just to go in and spin. The issue with you don't go in and gravity. You can initiate a fight with gravity, but you have to do it when from a distance and when they're not looking. If you didn't know, her gravity distance is actually pretty insane. Like she can do it from very far. Like if she's above you, it's GG. Most of the time she could literally clap you from a distance and start it off just like that. Like if Saiken was above that Deku, he could literally do it from the sky and just do the same set play. And then, but most of the time it's just spin to win. For the majority of the time.
Yeah,
But,
it depends on the situation.
Because you don't want to do it raw in front of them, because that's literally instant death. It's the equivalent of doing Denki's beta. You're killing yourself. If you miss with it too, you're definitely killing yourself, because she's stuck in that animation.
True. But she can't cancel the spin, or she can't cancel out of the lift either.
She can, but if well, it's the first
like
initial one.
Time.
Okay.
Yeah, but she does have a long animation time. Yeah, but she does the first one, and then she can press it again and drop the stuff, drop the gravity.
Okay.
But like I've literally fought. I was playing Compass and I fought one, and she mashed it, she missed, and she dropped it in front of me, and I was just freaking throwing trucks at her, and she just instant died. And I was like, bro, you're throwing. It's like, what are you doing? But yeah, she's godlike, bro. Maybe even subpar S-, but when her grapple works. But I think she's in an okay spot here.
Yeah, I feel like grapple fixed, she would probably be like what you said, like S- or so. She'd back at best for sure, but really good.
The only thing that I probably would say is like weird to me is just how she can gravity somebody else. Like I just don't see somebody else fit for it besides Froppy, I guess. But like I feel like Ochaco would just probably just use it on herself. Why would she use it on anybody else but herself?
I guess if it's like a low mobility character, maybe in like a dome is the only situation I could think of.
Yeah,
really
TV some more jump and float.
Yeah, but that's a throw though. If you see freaking Kirishima jumping and he's just floating in there, he's dead.
It's true. Maybe Bakugo, it could be like, if he's really wanting to fly, you give it to him.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
There's some stuff you can do with it, like especially
or maybe throw
Kendo.
Yeah, I was gonna say that right now.
They just fly.
Yeah, I don't know, but she's in a good spot. I think she's very good. Not enough people play her, but I think she definitely plays around her team though. I think she still falls in that category where she needs to play around her team. I mean, obviously she can. She plays better than most and like Kirishima, but I think you still need a good team to play around with. Like she has that.
For the gravity in particular, I'd say is the thing that highlights that, because you kind of need other things to be happening for you to like land that. Because if someone's just staring at you and you try doing the gravity lift, I'm pretty sure most people are gonna be able to avoid it. So like you either need teammates helping you or you need to already be third partying. Like I think that's at least when you're hitting the gravity, unless someone's completely not paying attention.
Yeah.
So
and even if too, like if she pops the gravity, like she could really set play for all your beamers. Like they'll just shoot her down. And they'll die. Yeah. Because you have that thing lasts for a long time. Like gravity stuff, I think it's like 2 to 2.5 seconds, where you can't literally do anything, and you're stuck in floating animation. And they can just beam you down.
If you get lifted and she doesn't pull down instantly, you can like heck out of it. So you have to do a pretty instant.
I don't think so. I think you're in there for like I actually mashed it on somebody that did it to me. I don't think you could get out for like the first like 2 seconds. I think.
Well, you're in animation of being spun. I don't think you get out either, because you're like sitting there like floating like in zero gravity.
I guess what he means is like when you get lifted up to the maximum height, if she doesn't toss it immediately down, you can tech out after that.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying while they're getting floated like that in that 2-second instance, they're getting shot on sight.
Yep.
They're getting on sight. They're dying on sight, bro. If your team's around, they're dead.
You too.
Yeah, exactly. If you time all that right, bro, they're dead.
Yeah. I feel like also, I know you said you have to play around with a team. I feel like she's one of the few that you can actually go in, because she's a very good hit and run character, like you said earlier.
Yeah.
Where she can go in, she surprised with the gravity, go in, do her spin, run out, and see the situation. Okay, anyone's around, gravity again, run in, do it again, and just be a nuisance. So she can definitely play solo, but if she gets caught, it's and then obviously grapple fails. It's just like a rip for her. Yeah. Unfortunately.
All right, I think we're all agreed that this character is pretty good. Next one, Froppy. I say Froppy's S tier, bro. Low key. I like Froppy a lot. I think. Now I look at it, bro. Now I think about it, she kind of like.
I don't think she's above Shig.
Whoa!
I
Nah, she's better than Shig, bro.
She's definitely better than Shig.
I
can't allow that, bro.
Nah,
she's bro. Like,
she's better than Shig, bro.
Dude, do I have to link a clip of that clutch that you pulled?
Bro, no,
like,
but
you would not have been able to do that with Shig.
No, but this is the thing. Like, she's good at 1v1ing, but when there's multiple people, like, she doesn't thrive as much as well, if you're looking at Shig, like, Shig can take on multiple people. I don't think Froppy's good at taking on multiple people at once.
I think she can. I think she could.
She can. She definitely can, because she can get out and in pretty easily. And obviously she has an invis.
I don't think she's killing them though. Like she can do damage, but like you're not gonna like actually kill both of them. Like I can't see that happening.
It's definitely a slow burn. I know what you mean. It's a slow burn, but I think if she plays it right, like she could really be annoying to you.
Yeah, because she's like an annoying like mosquito, right? Like she's like super small. She's just flying around, and she'll just constantly just like poke you until you're dead. And you just like, where is she? I can't deal with this. And you can definitely keep that up against a team. And obviously it depends on the situation, the map, the area, you know, what's going on. But she's like, of all of the characters in that cast to like try to do it, I feel like she is one of the easier times to try to manage that.
I think when it comes to this, like say like, so she has her combo with her tongue where she does it. Let's say she does the horizontal or the vertical tongue whip and then does the horizontal. So it's the 2-hit combo. You can do that. It does like, if it's level 9, I think that'll do like 180 maybe 200 if you're highballing it. But the thing with that is like, again, you look at this 1v2 situation here, unless they're standing side by side to each other, well, first of all, it's really hard to hit 2 people with the vertical whip. The horizontal is way easier, but the thing is though, when you're doing that, you are stationary in the air, and then when you land on the ground, you're also stationary again, and you're kind of just like stationary for this like full 3 seconds of this combo going on. So unless you're getting, that's why I mean like the 1v2 or 1v1 situation. 1v1, you're completely fine, it's not a problem, but once it's multiple people, that's when you're exposed the most. Like a smart player should know when she's coming in for like an official attack, that's when you can hit her with any of your abilities, either Todoroki freeze, Shigiraki grab, like Bakugo, like whatever it is, the E, the spin, like there's so many moves that like that's when she's vulnerable, and that's the only time she can get real damage in. So I think like it's this pestering damage she's really good at, but like I don't think she deserves an S where like she's absolute like, S tier. Like I don't know, I just don't think she's on the same level as everyone else there. I think she's annoying, like S tier annoying wise, but power, like actual power overall wise, I don't think so. I think the damage is where she's lacking the most. I think it's lacking enough for me not to have her an S personally.
So for me, like, it's similar to Cementoss. Like, her thing isn't about damage. Like, her whole entire kit makes her S. So, like, the others, obviously the top 2, for everything they have plus damage. But her thing, like, she and if she knows that she's playing it smart, she won't, like, stay stationary. She'll be like, alright, there's 3 people trying to kill me. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna, like, pung one of them, to get close. To do, like, a poke. What?
No, carry on.
Actually pause, bro.
No, you actually stop, bro. Carry on, bro.
I was like, wait, do you have like an ad or something? No. So like you can go in and hit that once, right? You can maybe do one of your, other instead of like the full combo, and then just like get out. Because if there's 3 people, you want to be like constantly moving like left and right. You don't want to stay stationary. So a good Froppy will know that and like use that until there's one, and then they can like
Well, the other thing I didn't mention either is like when it comes I mentioned this before but not here, like when she's using her alpha to like, she either has to use it to attack or get away. Like if she's using it to like maneuver, then that's like she would basically be getting, like, say she uses it twice, that's already half of her. That's at level 9. I think she gets 4. I think
3.
Is at level 9.
I think it's 3 only.
Is it 3? Yeah. So yeah, well, and then the cooldown's super long too. So like if you're using it 1 to get in, 1 to attack, then you would have to just save the 1 to get away. And that's her only movement ability to get out of there. So like, you can't just have your cake and eat it too with her. That's the thing, in my opinion. Like, if you want to go in, poke someone, that's already 2 actions. So then you did 1 poke, and then either you have to fly, like, I don't know, it's just like, you basically got 1 instance of a tongue damage in there, if you just wanted to be like a pestering fly. And then that's if you just want to like, be safe with it. Like, you're not actually, you wouldn't be that safe with it for most situations. Like only 1 tongue distance, like that's good distance, but like someone that wants you dead, if you use all 3 and you have no tongue, like they're gonna catch up to you and start beating your ass. But like, I think there's just a lot of a trade-off of like how much you want to engage and how much you just want to like pester. I don't think it's as like a, it's not as like a both. She can't do both really. Like realistically in the fight, like she's either like getting one tongue in, jumping away, or she just like commits fully and then might get shit on.
Well, I mean that's just a bad Froppy player, I think, in my opinion, because like I don't know if there's a placebo effect or this is actually a thing, but if you use all your charges, it recovers slower. But if you actually have some stocked in, it recovers faster. So obviously there's some micromanagement going into play here. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but like that's just the difference between a S tier player versus a shitty player. Like they have to micromanage it. There's never been a case where I've seen like a Froppy, a very good Froppy player, like literally they use all their resources and they're just like, oh, I'm a freaking go invisible now, whoop-de-doo. No, they're not gonna do that. They're not that dumb. There's a reason why there's a better player for that. But what you're talking about earlier too, where you're talking about 1v2 situation, I'm not talking about damage wise. Obviously you're talking about damage, I'm putting Shigiraki above her, but I'm talking about overall kit. Overall kit and like the pacing of the game and stuff like that. She does everything better than Shigiraki. There's no doubt about it. Verticality's mobility, she does decent damage. She could get in and out. She could save the team. Don't forget her special action. She could save the team from a distance. And I mean, she could go invisible. She could play the long con too. She could revive the team. She could, you know, go in and out, do the support heals as well. Like, there's like all this stuff, like this whole list I just threw down. Shigiraki's not doing a lot of those things. Of course.
I was gonna say, when I mentioned like damage, I more so mean that like in like accounting for like threat is kind of what I mean, because like the threat of the damage being put on you once the character is doing what they want to do, like once Froppy gets doing what she wants to do, it's not as threatening because her damage isn't as high. Like she's a threat because she's like has this constant presence, like this fly presence, like we mentioned. Like she's just like kind of just this annoying pest. But the annoying pest is only so dangerous in a team fight, because if there's characters like Shig, like you would kind of need to deal with him first if he's on top of you more than if a Froppy's on top of you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's way more dangerous to be in the action than Froppy is. That's
but that's the issue with that logic though, right? You're putting yourself in like certain situations. I'm talking about overall play of the character. Like, yeah, I understand. Like, if you put those situations side by side, I understand where you're going. But I'm not doing that. I'm saying overall kit, overall play, like this character really shines better than Shigiraki, and if you put them in the same person's hands, both S tier players, I highly think that everybody will put Froppy over Shigiraki any day of the week, just because how much of a nuisance she is. And plus too, like if she even does a lot more than just, it's not just about damage that this character possesses. That's for Deku and Bakugo to worry about. You know what I mean? Like that's what your gunners to be worrying about. That's why you have two other characters with you. But we're not talking just about damage. Like, she's just, her utility overall is just more annoying. Even if she was really smart, she could save the team in multiple ways, not just resurrection. She could go tongue in and go do the horizontal whip and put him in hard knockdown, and your other teammate can run away. Like, there's a lot of situations where like she can open up or close out, and that's why like I would put her S tier, because there's just too much things that she can do with her kit at the moment. And then once they change it so like she can actually go on walls, like she can actually climb like a properly like she does in the show, like yeah, and then like resurrect from the sky. Like, dude, she's staying S tier. She could be S plus of all I damn care. She's hella good.
I would say I a lot of your things, like, you've convinced me on a lot of things here, but I would still say I think they belong in the same tier. I don't think she belongs on the tier.
Bro.
I think they belong side by side.
Trolling. You're just but you're thinking about it in like a side by side scenario of like damage though. Like, I agree with you. Shigiraki does more damage, obviously. That's not a question. But the overall kit is, she just does things better.
Yeah. Like, she has more uses.
Yeah.
Like, that's like by far. Like, she just can do more.
Like, if you want to do a side by side, right? Like, okay, if we go on dome and you're fighting on buildings, or if you go on top of mountain, who's more favorable?
That's a nightmare situation.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
But even if she's on the ground, like, I think she's still more annoying. Like
Yeah.
if it's just
Well,
flat
she
surface,
definitely is more annoying.
she's more annoying to get to.
Yeah.
And she just causes that much pressure and like, oh, and if your gunners are shooting for her and they miss, oh, that's wasted resources for them to do. But then you got a Shigiraki just, oh, I'm gonna come grab your ass, and just like he's not going left or right all day. It's like it's kind of linear, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah, I
can
know what
only
you
go
mean.
so far with his linearness. He's not like dodging and doing the command grab at the same time. And
It's true.
so like
I think like if there's like put into categories, I think she has like S tier kit, like S tier like utility, like S tier like maneuverability, like this S tier shit. But I don't know. I just think for me, I don't know. It's like the damage, like the actual.
bro, you talking about damage still, bro? Stop talking about damage, bro.
That's what wins the fights, bro. Like when the
No.
when
No,
you're
it's
brawling,
not,
like,
bro.
When there's ass beating going on, like it's.
But you're talking about like you're just limiting your argument now because you're just like it's damage, bro. That's
No,
like
'cause,
saying if I put Bakugo with me versus like a 5-year-old, it's just like, bro, obviously I'm gonna do more damage or naturally, right? But if unless this 5-year-old's godlike or something, but it's just like it doesn't make any sense, bro. It just depends on the player, bro.
I'll say the situation I keep seeing in my head is like, let's say it's like in like that foresty area outside of the wall on like the collapsed building part, right? It's like you got some bushes, it's mostly flat surfaces, trees, like not any buildings nearby or anything. Like the teams engage on each other, there's some cover you can use for like concealment, but once the teams start going at it, let's say it's like Bakugo, Deku, Shigiraki, and then Bakugo, Deku, Froppy. Like once the teams start going at it and like fighting each other, I mean this is a favorable situation for Shigiraki, I would say, but you know, like once they start going at it and brawling here, like Froppy, she can be annoying, yeah, but is that annoyance gonna like actually impact the fight by the time the fight's over, just because of how much damage can be pumped in? Like that's just the way I'm seeing it.
But that's
like with like that the exact team, like you have the 2 top beamers on the other team, so they can just beam the Shigiraki down like first and just take care of him. It's no problem.
Yeah.
Like the Froppy will be jumping around, poking, being annoying. Oh, you're trying to res, you're trying to heal, you can't get away, knock down, etc. All Shiga has is just like, you know, his damage and his grounded range. But in that scenario, yeah, I feel like he'll just get outpoked and be like, especially with how the meta is right now with the guns.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the like the arguments that you're doing, like they're case by case scenarios, right? I think it's just it's just player to player basis at that point. Like,
True.
But if you throw it into a simulator, I feel like that Froppy team is gonna win. No, like it's just favorable overall. Like there's no doubt about it. They're just more annoying to deal with. And then like Shigiraki is getting bullied in that fight, bro. He's getting bullied. I don't care how much you say it, bro. He's getting bullied in that fight. That's literally unfavorable for him.
Oh, I say, like he's the one that would get out of any of the characters there. He's the one at the most disadvantage.
Yeah.
But I like at the disadvantage, but I would say like because of that he can use that to his advantage. But you know, it's a whole.
Yeah, but your argument. But the issue with your argument is that you're saying like that's a player case though. Like if the overall Shigiraki players are not doing what you're doing, right?
Okay, yeah.
Like you can agree upon that, right? So
Yeah,
you're thinking about it too linear. Like it's not gonna be case by case. Not everybody is you, Tuxedo. So like no one's playing Shigiraki like you.
Yeah.
So that's the issue.
True.
Majority of the population is they're getting beamed down on site, and majority of the population they're not hitting Froppy. Right?
Yeah.
It's just, especially on aim assist, if Froppy's flying on the screen, aim assist is not catching up. she's probably even more horrendous on console to fight against.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to hit her. Even when we were playing on what do you call it, PlayStation, it was hard to hit her.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll give it to you guys. You know,
you're arguing player by player. You're thinking about it under Tux mentality, bro. I'm the Shigiraki, I'm godlike. That's your mentality, bro.
It really is, to be honest, because I'm like, man, if that Froppy though, like I'd grab her ass by the throat and like throw down some alphas, like she couldn't get away from me.
Okay, think about it. Think about it, and okay, let's think about it from a pro perspective. If this game went competitive, is Shigiraki making base team? No, he's not making base team. He's not making base team, bro.
That's a brand risk right there. Shigiraki.
He's not going in there, bro. That's the whole point of it. He's not going in. There's no way in hell they're picking him unless there's like another map or something. Okay, maybe depends on the terrain, but like there's no way in hell people are picking Shigiraki over any of this top S players.
That's a good way to put it.
Shit, bro.
DLC in chat said it well.
Shigiraki should be a C, bruh. Don't listen to DLC. DLC's a down player. He's a Zangief player. Okay, don't listen to him.
Oh, okay. Zangief is cool though.
Alright, let's go to the next one.
Yeah, good discussion.
God damn, this is gonna take like 2 hours, bro. Are you guys gonna play it after we're done or what?
It's because it was about Shig, bro, right? Like, that was gonna take that long, right? So
Alright. Let me just go to somebody else that I know, I guess, for now. I'm putting Compress in A tier, bro. I don't think he's S tier. He's not good enough for S tier. I think he's in A tier. What do you guys think about that one? Before I discuss.
I'll say first, I don't have a whole lot of opinions on him to begin with, but I don't think he deserves B. So yeah, I think A is probably roughly the good spot for me.
Yeah, I agree, because he's definitely not S, and he's definitely better than B for sure. Like, his projectiles, like, I mean, as you guys already know, his trucks are crazy.
His trucks are dummy, bro.
Like, you're on someone, that's it.
Like, I think Compress stocks are gonna be on the rise, bro. No gap. Just like Cementoss stocks, they're gonna be on the rise too, bro. But this character's insane, bro. I just wish they fix his special action, bro.
It definitely needs a
like
weapon type.
And for what?
Like better healing.
Well, yeah, the better healing will be nice, but like his whole thing, like especially like he's like a trickster, right? Like a magician essentially with all of this stuff, right? So he's supposed to try and like surprise you. And I feel like trying to either get in or out of fights with an ally is that's what the special action is for. So you can definitely jump in, surprise, and do some crazy shit, or save someone and get out, or reposition. Like you need like I don't know, like a Shigiraki on the roof or on a building that he can't get over. All right, you just teleport over there and boom.
Yeah, that's it. That's a good point. I don't really utilize it that much in that way because everybody plays their own way. The only reason I probably will get him is to save my teammate. I try to do that a couple of times, but yeah, that's a good point. But I just wish they tweaked it a little bit where he could compass down allies at least and like move them. He doesn't have to res them. He just needs to move them. And his heal needs to be a little bit better or something. It needs to scale with your skills or something, bro. Like I just don't like it. Cool. Like why? Why does it heal baby amount, bro? Why is it level 1 freaking green, bro? Like it has to be like better or something.
How long it would actually take to like heal someone from like basically like 1 hit to max. That's just gotta be like over 200 seconds or something. Like that take forever.
If anything, if they're gonna keep it as is, I wish he could pocket 2 people, like his team, because that would make even better. That would make him even like his character in the show. Yeah, exactly. Like if they're gonna keep it as shitty as it is for healing, like why can't I pocket 2 people? It doesn't make any sense. Like I should be able to just put 2 people in pocket.
Yeah, imagine you pocket 2 people and like ambush a team like out of nowhere, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a good point. I should throw that out more. But yeah, he's crazy, man. And plus, like his AOE damage is ridiculous, bro. If you do it off the bounce, it does. I was actually watching myself damage a Cementoss in the dome, and if you do the bounce plus the truck bouncing on top of them, it does about like 105-ish. But dude, AoE damage 105 is crazy, bro.
It's pretty spammable too, so like spammable 105 AoE damage.
It's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, and a lot of time, like when you get hit by the first one, like you'll probably get hit by a second one before you realize, oh shit, what the fuck's going on?
It's hard to tell where it's coming from. It's like visual clutter too, so.
Exactly. It's ridiculous.
Especially if he's like above you too.
Oh yeah.
And his teleport, his teleport, he goes miles, bro. It's crazy. Like people are saying, like it takes too long. I think it's a good amount of time. I don't really have any issues with it, unless the team really beams you. I mean, that requires the whole team to beam you down, or like a really good player that like can hit all their shots. But other than that, like I think he gets out pretty well. I think people are mistaken. Like they just do it at really bad times, or they're just low HP. Because I really like 98% of the time I get out. No doubt about it, I get out. But
realistically, the only character that would ever be able to really chase you down and like catch you probably is Ida. He's probably the only one, and you'd have to use like all of his abilities.
Yeah, but that even too, like it's hard to see. You really have to focus on where it goes.
I've almost never seen where.
And if you're in the fray too, and you're in the midst of a fight, it's even harder to see. because you're focused on other. Your brain is like overly stimulated by all this freaking SFX on the screen and shit.
It's true.
Yeah, the only way I'm able to track him now is after playing with him a little bit more. I'm familiar with like his max distance, so I'm like, okay, he just teleported. How? And I just do a quick try. I'm like, okay, he can only go this far. Like, which direction did he go? Sometimes I can spot him, sometimes I can't. Cementoss I mostly can because I can just go up and be like, all right, there he is. But most of the time I'm just like, yo, he's gone. Like, fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, man, I think his kit's really good. I think, yeah, maybe if I utilize his stuff to gank stuff, that's pretty crazy. Oh, his reflective dummy, bro. I forgot about it, bro. I've been breaking ankles left and right, bro. Dude, the amount of like pressure that the reflect puts on them, bro. They just like the thing that baffles me is that these beamers, like, they go closer to you. It's even worse case scenario. Why are you going closer to compress, bro? It doesn't make any sense, bro. Like, he thrives on close distance, and then you try to melee me and you just react to the melee and just dodge and just start shooting again.
Literally, that's it.
And then we started blasting, bro.
Exactly. Because I mean, like, if it's either run away or try to get in close at that point, because you can't do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just like, you know.
But well, I think I was watching one of your clips. Can he like reflect, shoot, reflect, shoot, reflect, shoot?
No,
like,
no.
He
can't.
Okay.
There's a little lag after the shoot. I've died because of it. Because I thought I could pull up. I thought I could do the exact thing you're talking about. I died for it. There's still some lag from the shot. You cannot just pull it up immediately. But yeah. And plus too, like, you don't even have to aim the reflect that well. Like, it kind of just auto targets back to them.
Yep.
Which is crazy to me. I wish it wouldn't do that because you could redirect it to other people, but like, that's absolutely insane to me that it auto targets back to them.
Yeah. And then how heavy the sniper meta is right now, or the gun meta. It just makes it even just pretty much like whenever someone sees someone on site, they're automatically firing their alpha if, you know, they're that type of character. And so it's just easy, like, all right, I'm just gonna reflect. And a lot of people don't even realize that they're reflecting. They're just shooting it and they see damage and they're like, okay, I'm just gonna keep doing it.
Mashing that alpha button, just trying to like
they're used to it, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you're like, whoa, wait a second.
But yeah, I think he's in a good spot. He's really good. Comfort stocks are definitely going up later on. And then once you brought up a good point. Once you start bringing in some ganks in there, maybe I should start doing that too. Like, he's gonna go up for sure.
Yeah, it happened to me as a Cementoss. I was sniping on top of a building, and I was firing against Compressed and a Shigiraki and someone else on the hill. And then I saw him teleport, and I was like, all right, I don't know where he went. And then all of a sudden, behind me, I see a truck and like Shigiraki stuff, and I was like, what? And I'm like, bro, I gotta get out of here. If I was Cementoss, I was probably dead.
Yeah.
Low key.
But yeah, he's in a good spot for sure. All right, let's move on to the next character. Let's go to Mt.Lady.
She might be the hardest place for me.
A part of me kind of wants her to be low key.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta think on this one. I think I'm gonna let you guys discuss first.
I don't know. Okay, for the
she's
issue,
like.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say like base like level without like any discussion. I would probably say at least like low A, high B around that area, just because of like she's got mid range. Like it doesn't go that far. They're fast and they're strong, but they don't go that far. She has some mobility with the kick because you can aim it. You can aim the camera up and do a kick vertically if you want. But and then her stomp, which is like okay, but nothing like crazy.
Wait, did you say she can aim it? Can she aim it vertically? Her kick?
Yeah, she can go up.
Okay.
And about her stomp, I'd argue real quick, it's not just okay, it's actually pretty damn good because it stun locks you into the animation. Like, if you get hit by it, like, you're stun locked, you will get hit by the remaining hits of the kick. Like, it's actually really useful for, you're not going to be able to roll out of it. No, bro, if she hits you with it, you're not supposed to be able to roll out of it. Unless you're midair, maybe, but if you're on the ground and she just like sprints up to you and starts slamming it, like, it stuns you for the whole duration of it.
Interesting.
What happens if she jumps and do it? Does it still stun lock him?
I'm not sure about that. I haven't tried that. I just know like when I've comboed it the 3 times in a row, like people can't escape. Like,
yeah, I feel like I've gotten stun locked in it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
The big thing is her special action, which is it depends on the situation.
That's the thing though. It's too situational. That's the issue
I'm
with
almost
it.
scared to use it when I play her. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Like you have to be like I feel like you would only use it when you're the oppressor. But if you're defending, never use it.
Unless
You're
it's like
not
a last
hiding
effort to
from
save your
anybody.
teammates.
Who are you gonna save with it, bro? That thing slows out.
No,
No,
because
I got saved by her like that. Go ahead, explain. I know what you're gonna
yeah,
say.
because like in a situation, let's say your teammate's getting pressed, right? Like they're low, they're trying to get away, right? You're Mt.Lady, you're like, what can I do, right? I could try being small and doing what I can, but let's say I go big here, right? Most people are gonna shit themselves when they see the Mt.Lady's big right on top of them or really nearby. So if you just keep dogging on them with the alpha when you're big, like either if the objective is to save your teammate, that'll at least get them off the teammate, because most people aren't going to be like, nah, fuck my lady, I'm killing this person. Like, you're throwing those alphas in, blowing their asses up, even doing the stomp, knocking them away for like 130, or doing the kick, breaking them for 120. Like, basically, it turns it into a situation where if the player cares about their life, they are going to want to run away instead of continuously to engage with the person they, were already engaging with. So,
I guess
I think
that's
and you can also depop it. So like once you see like they're running back, that's what I've done is like, all right, they ran away. That's what I wanted, and then I go small again. Like, so I've actually been able to use it in a defensive way like that, but not for me defensively. Only in like coordination of teammates, because the moment you get any of your shield broken, if you go big, you're just gonna get beamed the moment they see your shield's gone, because they're like, oh, she doesn't have shield, shoot shit out of her. So yeah,
I can see that. But I think the only issue with that though is that like if they're chasing your, it depends on where they are too. But if they're like clumped up, sure. But if they're spread, I don't know if that's a good idea still. I think that's not really really oppressive, to be honest. That's just my opinion though.
I got downed once, and I don't know. I think it was either Tuxedo's Mt.Lady or someone else's, but the Mt.Lady went big and just like prevented anyone from finishing me off, and I was able to just come back. I was like, oh, that's sick. This is great.
Because she takes all the attention and puts it on her, so that's really the main like thing that can really be helpful.
Well, the issue with that too is that like because she puts attention to her, you're getting third party for no reason. Like people are just shooting you for fun.
Oh yeah, people if they see Mt.Lady and you're target practice.
Yeah, it's just like it's kind of like a hit and miss situation. Yeah.
I usually wouldn't use it in a big team. Like, if there's multiple teams, and I know I'm like, oh, that's just too bad, Kutoux, you're gonna have to die, because I'm not going big and getting beamed by everybody. But if I know there's one team, I almost always do it. But if there's big team fights, it's 50-50 if I will or not. Depends how valuable I see the situation. But it's a good point to bring up.
Yeah.
And also, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I guess like it just also depends on where you're at in the match. So like late game, like smaller circle and stuff, obviously she can be really good because small ring, she's giant. Like what are you gonna do? Early game, easy target. A lot of people try to focus down because they don't want her alive at the end. Like no team wants to fight that.
I target her ass every time. Like hell no.
Literally. Yep. Like she's in there. Like oh no, she's out. She's one of the high priority targets you wanna eliminate for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the issue with her kit though is that just besides that, like all you guys say is they're just situational. I don't like situational characters because that just limits them even more. And plus too, like majority of the cast are like the main players right now. Obviously, they outgun her. So she's even she's even in a worse situation. So like because she's situational, she has to play off her team, which I think that's her biggest downfall. Like she's just in B for no necessary reason. I don't know, especially in this game too. It's like there's even if you go big, like man, there's just so many things that can hit you for no reason. It just all right. I think that's just a big issue for me. That's why I'm personally putting her in B. I don't think she's that good. She can be annoying in those situations, but like I said, those are situations. That's not the overall game, unfortunately. So that's
overall, I think B's a good spot for her.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave her there. All right, that's enough for her. She's too simple too. But we're gonna move on. Let's go. You know what? Let's let Tux take some tomorrow. Where you want to put Toga at, right?
Toga. Oh man, that's a. I think at least I would actually say A. I think there's arguments being made S, but I think for now, I think A is the spot to like leave it at and then discuss, because like she's almost like she has universal utility almost. Like it is dependent on which character she takes, but realistically, like you could take someone at the very beginning of the match and just hold on to them forever. Like they'll have level 1s, but depending on the character, like if it's a Froppy or an Ida or even like a Plant Girl, like any character, like I don't know, just like where their abilities having it off rip, like that can really change the fight, like really, really strongly. Like I would say the weakest part about Toga is her, like Toga's actual kit, like her abilities. Her like knife attack is decent. The knockdown on it's annoying, but she can keep using it for a long time. But it doesn't do that crazy damage. So, and then her actual alpha projectile, it's got stupid range to be honest. I don't know why it's got the range it does, but the damage on it is actually pretty damn weak. Like you have to hit a lot of knives to actually even break somebody. And that's if they're moving, that's hard as shit to be honest. But so yeah, I think her actual kit herself is not that great, but the thing that makes her amazing obviously is being able to transform on the fly and take any character you want and potentially even double stack a character that you already have on your team. AKA Bakugo is incredibly powerful to use and steal if you already have one yourself. Like it is so oppressive to just transform, detransform, like steal somebody else, detransform, like, and being able to cancel out of it and then immediately steal them again and having your abilities already again, like, gee, I'm not even using her to her fullest potential, like, but with Mt.Lady, for example, she doesn't have her big mode by default, like she has to charge it up when she spawns in, but you could spawn in, steal Mt.Lady, immediately go big, detransform, steal Mt.Lady again, transform, go big again, all within like 15 seconds, like 2 different transformations of big. So
yeah,
it's sure she's crazy like useful because she's like a jack of all trades. So
yeah,
at least A. I'm fine with people arguing S, but I think because her base kit isn't that amazing, I think that's what puts her in A.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you on that one. I think her base kit's like whatever to me. I really don't like her rushing knife attack. Going into knockdown too, it's kind of whack to me. I think if it partially worked like Kirishima's left click, maybe, but I don't know. It's kind of weird to me that it knocks down. But yeah. I do agree that she's possibly S tier because of her transformation, but I think her stocks will definitely be on the rise late game as this game progresses. I think once people get muscle memory things better and utilize it to the max potential, she definitely could be up there. I would possibly put her S minus maybe, but at the moment I'll probably put her A.
Because she also needs to know, like, to be a Toga player, you have to know all the other characters. Like, that's the other important part. But like, if you don't, then you're at a disadvantage. So
yeah,
and one last for her. I was gonna say one last thing about her. Like, the thing that would also put her in S personally, when you steal people's moves, let's say you're kitted up as Toga, like level 9 everything. If other people aren't kitted up and you steal them, their levels aren't gonna go up to 9. They're gonna be like lowered to whatever shitty levels they have. So it almost puts you in a disadvantage sometimes, but I don't know, like if she did just like have whatever you had, like you stole it and you now had all level 9 just because Toga had level 9, like they should easily be S then, but that aspect to where you can transform and they have shitty moves or shitty level moves, yeah, that sometimes that can backfire on you. Or they're not as high level as you would have hoped. So just another reason why I don't think she maybe doesn't belong in true S.
Yeah, I definitely feel like she has potential to be there. Like you say, like being able to grab literally any character in the game, like in the match, which is wild, especially with how strong certain characters are nowadays. And yeah, she's the type of like character where she's with like her base kit. I feel like she's like one of the assassin characters. You know, she can poke from afar. If you get close, she can knock you down and run away, and keep hitting you from afar. And then she can switch it up, you know, and become like any character and do whatever she wants. I wish that they kept her other special ability. It was so fun. It was so good. People who don't know, when someone was down, you insta-killed them and got their blood. It was crazy.
What?
It was crack. Yeah.
Now it just does 100 damage and you steal them. But yeah, it's not insta-kill anymore.
Yeah, it was crazy. And you can just spam it, like when everyone's down. It was nuts.
That's
but
true.
Yeah, she has potential to be S for sure once people keep her. And then the other thing is like the more characters that come in the game, the stronger she becomes. So
Exactly true.
Even more universally like tactical.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm good on Toga. You guys good on Toga?
Yep. I think I said everything that needed to be said.
All right. I'm gonna go to a character I've been actually labbing recently. I was thinking about it right now too. I'm gonna put Denki, bro. I'm gonna put Denki in A, bro. Low key, low A though. I'm gonna put him in low A. I've been livening this character up, but he does have some flaws. I think he's A- at best, but he has some big flaws for sure. But his damage is actually surprisingly pretty good. The only issues I have with this character right now is that I think his Q is too situational. Actually, after a couple of sessions of labbing, I don't think his Q is that great, to be honest.
His dome?
Dome, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think the dome is that good. But he does have some issues for sure. Like I don't like his special action is actually very limited or situational, unfortunately. I wish you could play off it a little bit more with his E. Like, say for example, if I activate my special action and then stun them with my tackle, I wish it didn't take the charge of my special action, because I think it does.
Oh shit.
Oh really? That's
I think so. I might have to lab that again, but I could be incorrect. If it's doing what I'm thinking, then it will, because I practice like meleeing with the special action open, and it doesn't stun them. I think it prioritizes the melee attack, so it doesn't register the stun. It's like inconsistent.
I didn't know if
really
it was supposed
wonky.
to. I thought it was only when someone hit you that it'll stun.
Oh, when you touch them, yeah. But like,
Yeah.
it still would make sense, right? He's covering his whole body with electricity. Why is my melee not just like adding onto it?
That's true. Yeah. That'd
But
be nice.
actually, you know what? Maybe we might need to lab that one. But I mean, his kill potential. The reason I put him at A-, his kill potential is insane though. With or without the special action. With special action, if you touch somebody, they should be dead. Like when I practice, they're literally dead, or close to death. They're getting down to like 10% health at least if they're
Right.
in team game, they're pretty much dead.
Yeah. But like, even with like E and his gun up close is crazy. And another thing too, that when Denki stocks are gonna be going up, is that I'm gonna start to do when I live him or muscle memory him more, is that you could, when someone's down, you could just set up a triangle on them and repeat the triangle again. So it stacks damage on top of them. You could do it 3 times if you wanted to. I'm just gonna do it twice. But it's 30 damage per tick, and if you just do 2, they're taking 60 damage per tick. You just leave them alone. They can't roll out of it, or I mean, they can't crawl out of it either, which makes it even more oppressive. It forces the enemy team to go save him or save them, but they can't save them though because they have to touch him. They might be able to touch him a little bit by like distance wise, but like
runs from far, but yeah, I know what you
yeah,
mean.
but depending on how you put the triangle, brother, this character is gonna be so annoying. Denki stops are on the rise, bro. Trust. I've been putting in some research, bro.
Glad you were downplaying him at first.
Yeah, I was in a Denki believer, bro. I was a Denki believer, but the more like I understood him, I was like, man, this character is correct. The other probably downside is that I personally don't like ADSing in this game, but I'm forced to ADS with this guy just because of the distance thing. But it's just his dome is too situational. His range is okay at best, but his tackle and like his damage potential and his he actually kind of like goes in that route of like putting your enemy in certain situations. Not as good as Cementoss, I understand, because you have to like build the thing, but at the end of the day, I personally, like, it's not really that good unless you're trying to help your team run away or something like that. But yeah, Denki stocks are on the rise, bro. Once I hit that combo actually with Kutoux off stream. I recorded it, but I was revived though. I died and he revived me, and I was like, I did negative damage to that freaking Mt.Lady. But if I'm 9-9, bro, that person's dead. Like whoever comes around the corner and they don't see me activate my special action, they're dead. It's literally a touch of death. I'm not even joking with you guys. I'm gonna hit that shit on stream one of these days, and that's gonna be ridiculous damage.
He's a threat. I've had to consider myself, like when the Denki's up close, like I'm way more scared of him, I think, than if a Shigiraki was on me up close, just because that combo potential with it. So
yeah,
Denki he's scary to see him next to you.
It's even better too, because it's like if he's stunning too, like everybody's gunning them down. It's even crazier, bro. Like the damage potential is crazy. But
yeah, I double checked it. I'm in training mode right now, and yeah, the dash does get rid of his special action. It just does an extra 20 damage and gets rid of
whack. See, if it did what if it did what I'm thinking it should be doing, is that you should be able to use your E first, stun them, then set play them to stun them again right after that. That would be even more impressive. He would be Denki stocks would be he'll be instantly S tier. But how he is now, I'll put him S tier. No doubt about it. There's no way that you're gonna tell me otherwise. Because if that was the case, he's literally godlike. But
he just kills your ass, yeah.
Yeah, he'll literally just Oko you, bro.
Yeah.
But that's why when I'm playing when Kutoux is Kendo, I'm gonna have him yeet me. I'm gonna go touch somebody, bro, and they're dead.
Yup.
Yeah. I hit him with the Denki Bomb Classic. That can work too.
The other issue with the dome though is that I don't like that it knocks down. It knocks down after 3 hits. It's just and it does 35 damage.
I wasn't sure how it worked.
It does 35 damage at level 9 is trash, bro.
Okay, well I'll say one thing, right? Like it does knock down, but I've seen in multiple instances some dumbasses will like get up and they'll still get hit by it if you're still holding it. Like,
if they're close to you, yeah, probably, but like. I just don't like the knockdown on it personally. Especially I'm trying to Oko somebody out of the game. I'm gonna do my other combo rather than that one.
Yeah.
I think it's really good for like team fights because since he's like mid range, right? He doesn't have anything like super far range, so up close or maybe it's just like his main like bread and butter. So if there's a team fight, he can like hop in, either do like his dash on somebody and hit maybe 2 people with it. Or if like they're trying to res, you can hit the reser and the down person at the same time. It has its uses, but yeah, if you're trying to just like 1v1 someone, yeah, the other combo is definitely technically more damage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a situational thing. Like when I was playing with Kutoux off stream too, I was fighting Ochaco on the slide area, and she was below the stairs and I was on top. Kutoux threw me up, and I just did my dome, and she was below me. She just died because she didn't know I was above her. It's just situational things like that. Like it makes it good. I get it, but like it has its flaws for sure. Like him standing still and it doesn't negate projectiles is literally a throw.
So you can get gunned alright.
Yeah, it's literally a throw. It's like that's why like that's literally the last thing I'm upgrading. But other than that, like he's definitely A- at the moment. I'll put him A- overall or low A. But I think his damage potential is insane, and plus like his potential way of setting the tone of the match too. It's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing I forgot to mention about Toga, I think they added for her, is taking like the name of the player.
That's true.
That's confused me so hard. Like even enemy team and ally team, I'm like, wait, what's going on? But then I'm just like, wait, who's the real one? And he was like, don't shoot me. I'm the wait, which one? Like I can't tell.
You know what's interesting about that too is that what I noticed is that it shows you where they are though, the fake Toga. So I don't know if it's kind of a throw in a way, but I'm not sure. You know what I mean?
Also,
like if I turn into you, that means your team sees my location. You know what I mean?
That has screwed over. Like I've been able to track down Togas and just like map them.
Yeah, so that means if you transform into me and you're far away and you activate it, I know where you are now, and I'm be like, hey team, there's a freaking Toga over there transforms you, go get your ass.
Yeah, they've tried healing before as transformed, like, oh well, they're right there. I'm just gonna throw shit through the bushes and hit them.
Yeah, I kind of wish it didn't do that, but I don't know. It's kind of odd that it does that. I wonder if that's a bug or something, but
I wouldn't be surprised. But it's almost a trade-off because it adds confusion. Like in so many fights, you guys have been confused too when an enemy Toga transforms into one of us, and it's just like, which one's the real one? So
yeah, because I just stop attacking. I'm like, okay, there's no point of attacking.
You're just gonna make it a habit later on. Hey, Tux, jump, and then you don't jump, shoot his ass.
Yeah.
But like in the middle of a fight, like, he's just going around. There's like no time for that. But if we're just chilling, I'm like, yeah,
for sure.
That is a funny interaction, though. I kind of hope they keep it just for that.
Yeah, especially like, well, I'm sure a lot of people don't play with comms, right? Like they'll do like random solo queues or duo queues, no comms. You're just like, yo, what? And then you're like, why are you shooting me? How are you hitting me? And you're like, oh my fucking god, that was an imposter? What?
It's like, am I fighting a hacker?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
TF2 shit.
I think we're good on Denki there. Unless you have something else to add to it. We want to talk about. Alright, Kutoux, here you go. Where you want to put Kendo, bro? What are you thinking, bro?
In the Kutoux segment.
Well, she is easily S. No, just kidding.
You wish, bro.
I know, no. I definitely feel she's A, for sure. Especially now with how her shield is. You definitely have to respect her. because especially with how gun-filled this game is right now, it can block all guns, which is great. It's fantastic. You have to either spam to break her shield, or you have to reposition and kind of flank around her. But she can control where the fight goes. So like, say like I'm blocking, I don't know, for the team. You guys can either fire from behind me, or we can split. Someone can go flank around, and I can, you know, push them into a certain direction and open their back line. Obviously her clap is crazy good. She's definitely, you can't play her like everyone else. You can't play her, you know, like gun people. She's definitely an up close, like mid-range to up close, mainly up close as well. You can't underestimate her clap. It's too strong. And they made the tracking a little bit better now, thankfully. It was a lot worse than before, because I would miss a lot, and I was like, man, this sucks, feels bad. Her rocks are okay. Obviously it's not meant for damage. If you're chasing, you can, you know, jump, spray a little bit, and just tag people with it. And then her throw, I feel like, is underutilized as well. I mean, I've been using it a lot for either scouting, repositioning, etc. Even, you know, tossing people out from outside the ring into the ring, and whatnot. So she definitely has her uses for that as well. And then obviously just like trying to read, because her whole game is like, it's like knowledge check. Like, all right, I'm sitting there with the shield, right? I'm like, all right, which character am I fighting? What moves do they have that can either break my shield, cancel my shield, or get parried by my shield? And I'm like, all right, based on that, whatever they use, I have to react. Either parry it, counter appropriately, or drop the shield, dodge roll, and whatnot. And also, she's a very team-heavy character as well. Like, obviously, you can't go in there and just, like, solo shit. Unless, you know, you're like me sometimes with Plus Ultra.
Gotta throw that in there.
Whoa, chill, bro. Trying to hit that clip again?
But yeah, so she's very good for that. If you run into a Kendo, like I've ran into more Kendos now, thankfully, and only some of them have been like pretty good, pretty decent. Like they'll know, like, all right, they're gonna use shield, they're gonna reposition, they're gonna force us to respect at least a little bit and move accordingly. Sometimes they're just running around checking rocks, and I'm like, bro, that's not Kendo. You can't do that.
Kind of gun.
That's not how she plays. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people think that, like, oh man, her alpha's trash. She's worse, right? And I'm just like, I mean, if you're at a clap, we have close, sure, but besides that, you're not supposed to utilize it that way. Or utilize that at all, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's a heavy knowledge check character. You gotta know like who, like what the opponent has and what they can do to your shield. Because if you're just trying to put it up against anything, you're just, you know, you're the one that's getting your clapped back, and it's gonna suck, and then you're gonna be useless to the team. So yeah, a lot of people don't know. I feel like are putting her low because they don't know how to use her properly, and doesn't know like what her shield can really do to certain characters. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
I have something to add. I think she's like really a pillar character, like pillar of the team. Like people are playing her wrong, and I think it's because she's the foundation of a lot of team fights, to be honest. If team fights rotate around focus on her, or rotate around her shield primarily, like that can really win you the team fight. I know last night is a perfect example when me, Kutoux, and Cream are playing. Like Kendo approaches, distracts with shield, starts to reposition with shield, the rest of the team comes in, starts pincering us with that. You can't just like run down the Kendo because her shield, you either have to break it or get behind her. But I think like really the shield is her most valuable aspect because of how much it can block now. Before it couldn't really block shit and it was pretty unreliable, but now it's like super reliable for a lot of stuff. So like you kind of have to respect it a lot of the time, or you could just beam it down and break it, but that doesn't happen too often. And then of course the clap to deal with. The clap's damage is nothing to be trifled with, so she is, you know, compared to Overwatch, but like she kind of is like the Reinhardt of the team. Like, you know, has the field up, right, protecting the teammates. If you get in close, you can crush her ass and do big ass damage to you. So I think people are mostly playing her wrong. I think it's really like a more truly a tank role, to be honest. Like probably the only true tank in the game. Like actually plays like a classic tank. So yeah, that's probably why people are playing her wrong. She's the only one that plays like a tank. So
yeah. See, like I play her as a hybrid. I play her as like tank if needed, but then I'll swap to like backline role. Cause like if I see people A lot of times, like when I'm tossing people up, right, and I'm just like, all right, go ahead and scout. We find the team. I'm not gonna run with my team because I can and like shield them depending on the team. But if we have the flank on them, I'm just gonna go behind them, pincer them, while Tuxedo, whoever is like shooting them with stuff, I'm gonna go behind them, the back line. Oh, there's a Bakugo shooting. Ooh, clap, easy. Guard break. Okay, now we start moving in more, and then they're already fucked. So she has options, which is nice. She's not stuck playing one way, which is really, really fun. And then once I get close to, then I can start, shielding, meeting up with the team, but then just even doing more. So.
What you put her at though, Tux? A or B?
For me, I'm like trying to really think here, like realistically, like I'm trying to think like if the, like if every like the highest skilled player of each character is playing type of interactions, like I think Kendo is like you kind of have to fall for her traps almost. Like Kutoux was mentioning the knowledge checks, it's kind of like a detriment to her character when it gets like sweaty because people will play safe around her and they won't get close to her. Like if you get close to Kendo, you're doing it wrong because unless you have a team with you. But like I think she's kind of like you can play around what her herself wants to do. Like the most ideal situation for a Kendo is if some dumbass walks up and tries hitting your shield with something that parries it, and then that's like a free clap. But if that doesn't happen, then really what's happening here? Like, it's a stare down at mid-range, your shield's getting pelted by an alpha, like, they're not coming close enough for you to clap them, like, they're just keeping this mid-range distance. And then it's like, then what can she really do then? I think she really is at a big disadvantage there if the other opponent is knowledgeable, to be honest. In team fights, I don't think she's that crazy of a priority where they need to, people have to delete her. Like, she doesn't have that type of oppression. So, I honestly, like, I think overall, I think probably B, to be honest. I think B's a safe spot for her. High B, I'll say. Probably top of B, to be honest. But I just think, I don't know, she's not as... I think she's counterable. Like, I think her kit is limited as far as, like, the actual, like, overall... Like, it's not that she's not useful, she's incredibly useful, but I think her main problem is she can just get killed. I don't know, like, in a lot of the fights she can get killed. Like, she has the shield, she can protect teammates, that's the best part about her in my opinion, and the clap when someone gets in too close, but I think she can be vulnerable a lot of the time. Like, if someone's high up too, I mean, talk about verticality, like, if someone's got, she doesn't have any, like, movement herself, she can throw teammates, but her herself is vulnerable. Her alpha is like super limited range, so really she can't even touch you more than like 8 feet away. Like she like completely has to get in close. And then characters like that, Shig or Denki, like first of all they have more range options, and they're even more dangerous when they're close to you. So I think when you compare it to any other role like that, it's just not as effective.
So those two characters, I'm a 100% counter to now, which is fantastic. In beta, I was scared because all their shit went through my shield. But now, except for the dome, because the dome goes through the shield, but that dome was like whatever. Any dash that Denki tries to do, I can just parry. I parry his shots. I block all the Shig stuff, which is crazy to me now. So I'm like, oh my god, like him. Whenever I see a Shig, I eat him up.
But I want to say, like, for example, like, say, because you say the parry, though, but, like, I'm saying, like, a smart player is never going to run into your parry. It's kind of what I'm meaning. Like, you're not going to, like, they're not going to get hit by it. It's like what I mean.
Sure,
like,
yeah. But that's, like, it depends. Like, if you're a smart Kendo player, you're not going to be sitting there, like, all right, say a Denki's in front of me. I'm not going to just hold my shield and be like, all right, try to do something. Like, I'm going to try to bait him into dashing me. Because if they see just a character, they're like, oh, easy stun, right? I can see they're starting the animation. I was like, nope, just going to shield that. Boom. Like, a lot of first stuff is, like, reading and baiting. And obviously, besides, like, the knowledge that I said before. But, like, you can't just stand there. Like, unless you're with a team, obviously, you can just stand there and hold your shield. But you can use the shield to either see what they're doing or bait them to attack you without using the shield. And then that's where you can start doing stuff. So, she's one of those, like... I don't want... Kind of like footsie reading characters where you gotta really have to, like... mind game them into doing stuff. And like you said before, like if she's with the team and she's like blocking stuff, and then if she's at like a disadvantage, like vertically and all that stuff, her other thing too is just to, like I said, like be like a backline, like go in as like up close assassin Kendo, because if you get up behind like the team, that's like a GG for that team, because your team is not just gonna go in and start botting people. And she has no verticality, unfortunately. I mean, a lot of the characters can be kind of quick, but this is also just me playing Kendo better than the majority of the people.
Whoa!
I can run around, duck around shots, and get in close, no problem. But obviously it's all situational with, characters like Bakugo who can fly up and away. That's why you gotta like sneak in on them and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, I feel like she definitely deserves A. Not high A compared to like a lot of the other ones. For example, against like Toga, I would say Toga with like her utility, with the blood and character and stuff, Ochaco, etc. But I feel like she'd be low A for me.
I wanna ask, unless you had something to say, Alibaba, but because like for example, like okay, put her like say she's on A tier, right? Now it's not fair because there's other aspects to it. Like we can all agree she's the most useful in a team fight and like in a team situation. But I do want to highlight, in my opinion, how bad and at a disadvantage she is if she's in a one-on-one situation against someone that's not an idiot. Like do you think out of everyone A tier, like who do you think is a good matchup against her? Like one that she should win against them? Like out of any of the characters in A, I'm just curious which ones do you think she should win against?
Just in A rank?
Just in A. I mean, we could do S too, but I was just curious about A.
Let's see, Denki, 100% easy. Compress, I should be able to have no issue because he's just reflect. I'm not going to be shooting rocks, so that shouldn't be an issue. Unless he's constantly running away and like getting up top really high. But besides that, then she should be able to get him no problem. Ochaco, easy. Counter spin to win, just parries it.
Nah, I think Ochaco could counter gravity though and space you out. Does it not work on her with shield?
Oh, gravity affects you, but you can just roll out of it. Like,
no, but the damage does it send you up though?
If you get hit by it, it sends you up. But
if you're holding shield, does it send you up though?
Yeah.
So it will hurt you though.
If gravity hits, it will hurt you. Yeah, but if you get hit by gravity, you're dumb.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if you're holding shield and she does gravity on you, does it go through?
It still lifts you up.
Yeah, it still lifts you up. The initial one lifts you up. You can block the coming down one if you don't get hit by the initial going up with the shield. But yeah, her main kit is grapple and spin to win, and you're never gonna hit her with that with shield. So because that just gets parried. And then Shig, you can block all of this stuff now, which is fantastic. And Toga, it really just depends because she can, transform into anybody. Apparently her dash can't be blocked. So I'm like, wow, interesting. Okay, that just deletes the shield or like cancels it. It doesn't even break it.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously projectiles and her blood gets blocked by that. But yeah, so pretty much the majority of it easily 1v1.
Yeah.
Well, I asked because I was sorry, I was gonna finish. I asked because I was curious because in my opinion, like for me, I mean we all have different answers, but I would say the only one she should win against is Uraka and Compress. I think the other three should be able to beat her. Like I know you mentioned. So you think she beats a Shig in a 1v1?
Here we go, bro. What are we on right now, bro?
I've destroyed so many. It's insane. Like literally, like since I was scared of them in beta before. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry. No, go ahead. Finish your thought.
Okay, because in beta she couldn't block his stuff because it was on ground, right? And I was like, okay, it makes sense, whatever, right? Since they changed that, and the other thing about Kendo is like every day her shield's inconsistent. Like something like either is working or not working with it. On the days that it's like blocking everything, it's crazy. Like she can block all Shig stuff, the command grab and the alpha and the puddle stuff. I'm like, bro, like what are you gonna do? And I can just jump over and clap as well. Like it's no big deal. Like I would easily kill him before he kills me.
Wait, can't Shig break the wall though?
That's what I was gonna say. Is all this projectiles, the shield will break. Like
if I'm standing still and holding the shield inside, yeah, of course. But I'm not gonna be doing that.
Yeah, but if he goes up to you, then he just doesn't it still damage you regardless?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like if he hits you with his special, no, I mean if he hits you with the special action, doesn't it hit you still, shield or not? Right?
Well, yeah, but that just knocks me back.
But does it do damage or no?
Wants.
Well, it does like 50 damage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like and what's the cooldown? Shig special action.
Super quick. It's like only 5 seconds or lower.
Yeah, I think Shig will win then.
I think Shig violates because even with her like the shield, he's not going to get parried first of all, and the clap. Let me just say this too: the clap is easily avoidable. There's something with Kendo's too. Like Kendo's, I'm not saying it's how it always goes down, but like what you do, what I've been doing against Kendo is when you walk into a Kendo with a shield, what are they gonna want to do to you when you're close? They're gonna like clap. So the moment the shield goes down, just roll, and you'll immediately dodge the clap. Like
exact. That's why you bait. You bait the
Bruh.
roll.
yeah, but you don't roll unless you see that they're like gonna attack you though. So like
We're playing Rumbleverse, bro. What are we doing over here, bro?
yeah, baiting
That's
rolls.
what
playing the
I'm
wrong
doing.
game,
I've
bro.
been baiting rolls. I've been baiting. It feels so good, bro. Like, see, the thing that I'm noticing is like, I know you two haven't played it yet, and you only can rely on like what you've seen from me and like what I can say. So
Yeah.
without playing, because like I said, I know for Tuxedo, right? Like his main thing for Todoroki before was only like knowledge from Zeldry and like seeing other Todorokis. He would always destroy them, melt them, no problem. Once he played him though, he was like, oh shit, this guy actually has some shit.
True.
Violate.
Once you play the character, realize what they can actually do, you can be like, okay, I see.
Yeah.
So
I think that's a
yeah.
good point because
But-
I haven't like I've only tried her a little bit with Toga, like by transforming into her.
Well,
Mhm.
I mean, I would,
Yeah.
I mean, out of everything though, like, I don't really care about the 1v1 situation because that's not what we're here for. But
exactly, yeah.
the
Team game.
the overall kit, I still think she's B tier. There's a lot of there's too many situations where she can be not in the fight. You know what I mean? Because she's so slow. I don't think she could like catch up to a lot of situations, especially if you're on like hilly situation, or even if like if you get third partied. If you get third partied, she's gonna have a bad time, no doubt about it. I don't think that you can argue this because I mean, what movement utilities is she gonna do to get out? Like, isn't she stuck to fight?
So besides her basic sprint, yeah, that's all she has. And obviously, if you have like a rapid card, but that's obviously situational.
Yeah.
But like if she's getting pinged by like third party, she has her shield, which she can stop some damage and like redirect it. But she's also the tank, right? So like if the whole team is getting third party, her job is to either protect the team getting away, or at least try to protect herself and buy time for the team to get away.
Yeah.
So that's just the rule of the tank.
I will give her
thinking,
that.
Like the
She's
Yeah,
like supposed to be the one
Reinhardt
dying to
thing.
protect the team.
Yeah.
I,
So like if she goes down and everyone else is alive, then she did her job. So
I've seen him, but yeah, but Kutoux playing with all of us though. You know what I mean? It highlights it. I think Kendo is definitely highlighted with a good team for sure. Like especially when you guys get used to each other's like mannerisms and stuff like that for sure, 100%. But like overall, I understand what you're getting. Like she can be A tier, but then I feel like sometimes she can be B tier. Like it's just a toss up depending on like the environment, the situation. But I feel like majority of the time in this game,
situational stuff.
yeah, but like majority of the time in this game at least, like she can be B tier.
Yeah,
Majority of the
like,
time.
it's like I
It's like-
see like a Shig effect going on here, right? Like I gas up how much Shig is so useful in this one thing he does.
Yeah,
He's, like,
yeah,
super
yeah.
good in this one
Like
situation.
I'm
but
just basing the kit overall. Like I get what you're saying. She thrives in those fields, but she can fall off late game depending on where you are. And like a lot of things of obviously situational, of course I understand, but she can fall off really bad too at the same time. Even harder than Shigiraki probably because she can't get out. That's the issue. Like if you get third party by like 3 teams, you're gonna have a really bad time compared to a
But that's
majority of
like-
the cast.
But the majority of the cast will also just get smoked if they get third party by
Yeah,
teams.
but like they
well,
could
movement. That's the thing. The
but-
movement.
yeah,
though,
mov-
like when
movement
characters don't have
disrupting.
movement, it's really important. Like that. Like the characters that don't have a movement ability, like that's ever puts them at risk immediately. So then you gotta look, if they don't have a movement ability, then what can they do to like
Yeah.
either reposition or get out of there? I think
Mhm.
Kendo's probably one of the most vulnerable, besides
Exactly.
like Dabi, probably. Just like as far as like what can they do to actually get the fuck out of a
Yeah.
situation?
I think
like, they
I mean
themselves-
yeah.
it's just again like she's S tier for like team play, but I think in a lot of these other aspects, it like range obviously is like B, I bet, like, and it's just all these things that I just think overall I do think B, but I think like usefulness she's easily deserves A and even S, but I just think for placing them on a tier list, I think B is the
Yeah.
best spot for her.
Yeah, I think it's just overall I would put her B. It's just too many weird situations that you could be put in that like she can fall off in my opinion.
no,
maybe-
as someone who's played her so much, I just heavily disagree. because like especially with like being like a team game as well, like she thrives in the team match, and as long as you guys obviously are playing together, she's gonna be. And like Zelja said too, like with characters with no movement, like the other team should help and be like, all right, I'm gonna cover you. You got guns on your team, cool. I'll fire away so you can run back. She's definitely not high A for sure because of the situations. But in a team game with like what she can do and what she can do against a lot of the cast, I feel like she's better. But that's my opinion. It's your tier list. But once you play her, and once I get you to play her some more,
yeah,
play her more.
Yeah, she's definitely a high skill type of character for sure. Like skill ceiling for sure. But
yeah,
I don't know. At the moment, I'm still gonna stick by my guns on B. They're just. I just feel like she can really be abused in this game. Like she, I just feel like she falls off late game in my opinion. Depending on who you're fighting, I mean,
better late game.
Yup. If it's 3v3, maybe. If it starts going down on your team and you're doing like 3v2, I don't know. It depends on how good the other team knows how to position. It's a position game at that point, right?
Yep.
I mean, by the knowledge check of the other team.
Yeah, it's a knowledge check and a position game. So it's just a chess match at that point. But I feel like, like if you're playing against S tier players, I don't know. Both teams, of course, are S tier players, but I feel like they can maneuver around it. To be honest,
I don't know.
It's gonna be a hard one. It's a hard one. I would still put her B overall, just considering how crazy this game could get. Really fast. Like you can only do so much without mobility, in my opinion. Like things can go to shit really fast for you, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's like for anyone.
Yeah, but other characters with mobility that have better chances to get out is what I'm saying. Like that's why I run solo with Compass so much, because I can get out majority of the time. But for you're sticking with the team, but that's your role, of course. But I'm just saying, like, if you're caught off, then you're in a really bad situation, is what I'm saying. Like it's a toss up. It's a toss up. I think that this character is too situational. I can give you maybe low A minus, but I think B for me is where I'll put her at the moment. It might be a late game type of thing. She might shoot up in the stocks later on. You know what I mean?
It's true.
She shines really well in late game because level 9 she has 3 charges of her clap, and her shield is I think like 850 health. Yeah, that's and good. All the way from level 1 to 9, like Zelja said, also regens while getting hit. So it's super strong.
It regens while getting hit? What?
Yeah.
The shield?
Yeah. So like you're the shield health. Yeah.
What do you mean it regens while getting hit? How do you break it then?
So you just have to keep shooting it and make sure you get it to 0. Because if you shoot it once and you just stop, it's gonna
so it continuously goes. I see.
Yeah, yep. So you have to spam and waste all of your ammo on it to try to break it.
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yep. So you either have to focus her down or leave her alone, and if you leave her alone, then she can kind of do her own thing and whatnot. But
it's definitely a toss up. I don't know. I maybe I do have to play her a little bit more, but at the moment I'm gonna stick with my guns on B at the moment. I just feel like she falls off in too many awkward situations. I don't like it. But it might be an experience thing, but we'll see. Maybe I'll try her later on, and then I'll give her a good couple of days.
I do want to say one more thing about her too. Is like the 1v1s, like they're not as important, but like the thing is, like you get put in a situation where you're by yourself, or you have to defend yourself against one other player, or even 2 players. So like 1v1s or 1v2s, like it does become really relevant because it's not always like you're working together as a team, and it's actually pretty frequently that you get split up, like even when you're trying to stay together. So in these situations against other characters. No, bro, nah. What do you people?
Because ones against other characters.
Because
they're so easy.
Because I don't know. Whenever I play, like whenever we fight Kendo, and I say like you guys are targeting her from
the problem.
No, but bro, not everybody's you, bro. But I'm saying like, okay, let's just go into this quick thing, and we're just gonna go to the next character. It's taking too long. But
okay.
What I do when I see a Kendo, right, and I see you guys shooting her, right, you guys are shooting her face, and she's facing you guys. What I do is that I always start running to the right or left. That's what I always do instinctively because it just makes sense to me as a player. But I mean, I'm not majority of players, right? But at that point, it just makes it harder for her to fight. But that's where like the player difference comes in. But anyways, that's just me. That's why she starts falling off when that happens. If they're brain dead, just shooting her shield and just staying on her in front of her, okay, she's godlike. But like, you know what I mean? Like it's just a player difference type of thing. That's why she can fall off or she can rise in stocks. That's my issue with her. She's too the fluctuation in her is just too crazy.
It's true.
From my
opinion,
opinion,
see where she is like in a couple months.
If you have the entire team like that situation, right, shooting her shield and you're running left or right,
well, I'm talking about
two teammates?
No, I'm talking about his situation for the 2v1. I'm sorry. Let me clarify what Tux was going on.
Okay.
For the 2v1 situation, the smarter players should go on her 6 and go on her 12. Yeah, that's pretty much.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And like when I see that happen, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go forward and approach the one that's firing at me instead, and force the other person to.
Yeah, but if it's Deku or Bakugo, they're gonna run opposite direction from you. What are you gonna do? It doesn't make any sense. You have to run or defend. If you chase Bakugo, he's running the opposite way. If you chase Deku, he's running the opposite way.
Flies in the skies. The other one shoots.
That's the problem.
All
of
the other ones, I guess this is also just from experience. Like I've been able to easily 1v1 them and 2v1 them no problem because they either shoot at me constantly.
They're trolling them. They're trolling them. They're not thinking, bro.
It's the same thing as you with compress. Like I'm approaching with their
shield,
and they keep shooting at me. They're gonna try to run in and melee me instead. I'm like, all right, that's fine. I'm just gonna clap, dodge roll, and stuff. It's the same situation.
Yeah, that's the Compress effect, bro. They're trolling, bro. They're not thinking at the moment.
Yeah, bro. Let me pull out the god tier situation, bro. Say it's a comp team, alright? Picking Kendo, it might be it's a little risky picking Kendo. You know, might just get.
I'd much rather pick Kendo than a Shigaraki, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
No,
a comp team?
No, bro, because. This is gotta be a whole different video.
Alright, we gotta move on. It's a different story. At the end of the day, this is my opinion, bro. The fluctuation in Kendo is too much. I don't like it. Just cause things could go really bad for her. That's just my personal opinion overall. Like she's good. I understand she's a tank, but in this game at the moment, there's too many things that mess her up really bad. And that's just the way it goes for me, at least from what I see so far. I understand Kutoux is good, but then Kuto's playing with us. Or if Kuto's playing with randoms, good luck.
Yeah, let's see how that goes.
You're not gonna have a good time.
Randoms with any character is bad.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's any character.
Hey, nah, bro. I was playing Todoroki today. I was kind of going win streak, bro. Low key with randoms, bro. Low key. But
He's that guy.
But yeah, that's just how I feel about her. I know Kuto's a very good player with her, but not everybody's Kutoux. That's the issue. So
yeah, she's a very, very high skill character. She's not the easy where you can pick up Deku and Bakugo and win constantly. Yep. So, but a good Kendo will fuck you up. So,
alright,
it's true.
We're moving on. Alright, let's go.
Agree on.
Momo's A tier, bro. No cap. Momo's A tier. You can't stop me, bro. Do you guys agree or not?
I'm trying to think. I don't know where I'd put her. I'm having to think for a minute. I think A's a reasonable place, but I'm just trying to think.
She is so annoying, bro.
She is.
She is so annoying. Her kit at the moment too. I don't know if she's bugged, but why does she block from the back?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Is she bugged or is that how it's supposed to work? Because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, her entire body is invulnerable. She has iframes. Like even when I block it with Kendo shield, she still has iframes.
Agreed, Zoju.
After that, and
I've seen a glitch sometimes though. I've gotten a little bit of damage in with Todoroki or Shigaraki's like alpha before, like 2 ticks of damage before, and that was it. So I don't know what the sweet spot is, but sometimes it goes through.
Yeah. In the startup, there's like a couple frames. Like while she's putting the shield down, you can hit her.
No, that's while she's running. Because I've hit her while she's being, I'm hitting from behind. It's like diagonally from behind, I swear, is the only time I did damage to her.
You know what that reminds me of? Neji's
it's a Byakugan, bro. Yeah, like got that one little spot you can hit. That's what it feels like.
But yeah, her kit's ridiculous, man.
Her alpha's not be fucked with either. That thing.
It
does what you're using.
It does so much damage too, bro. It does a lot of damage. It knocks you down. She can set up cannons from a distance before engaging, and to even cause more chaos. She's crazy. And what is her special action? You could summon items or something.
spawns in loot.
Yeah, it's a
so
care
she
package.
Just, yeah, she just have
that's
shield
so-
her health at any moment.
That's so cheap, dude. She is so good.
It's nice. It's really good. Yeah.
I
The
think
only
just
thing that
Alright, go ahead. Sorry.
So the only thing I've noticed that like guarantees her getting out of the dash
Mhm.
is Kendo's shield and then Cementoss's gamma like slab if it's placed like right under her while she's running. I think I saw in one of your videos that a pillar knocked her out while it's growing, but I don't know if she canceled it early or it just hit her in a sweet spot. It's too weird.
Yeah, we might have to lab
don't
that
know.
one. I feel like a lot of shield stuff should lose to pillar. To be honest, like if it's coming from below you, it doesn't make any sense why it has like a, you know, a hurt box or hitbox below you that protecting your feet for no reason. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Pillar
Yeah.
priority is weird because it doesn't even knock Shigaraki out of his command grab. So it actually doesn't really have much
that's,
of a.
that's awkward to me too, for sure. When I saw him,
he
he
just, like,
went
gets
through the
lifted up.
horizontal
It's weird.
wall. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
That shit is hella. That was not play tested for sure, bro. There's no way that went through QA, bro. They did not think about that, I guess. But I think Momo's pretty straightforward character. I think she's definitely godlike just because of that shield, bro. The fact that her shield's invincible from behind is even more ridiculous to me.
Yeah,
It's just hard
and
to
you can
deal
just- yeah, you can just hold it in a fight, run around in circles. And the higher the level, the longer it's out for, and then you can just do it again when it's done.
Bro, I've gotten
And
held
then
on the
you-
edge of zone from that shit. She just like
Yeah.
pushes you in, runs in a circle,
I
pushes
know,
in
dude.
again. Like, let me in, bro, please.
Yup.
Yeah.
And then you even set down your shield afterwards, and depending on the level, it's bigger, which is
Yeah.
nice.
Yep.
And then even the cannon,
Oh, the cannon's
you
so
can,
annoying.
It doesn't hurt all your, any of your allies or yourself. So you can shield up yourself in the little in a little wall, do a cannon on it, and just cause massive AOE around you.
Yeah.
Does it
I
shoot
know that tech-
does it shoot through the cannon or bounces
It
off?
does.
again?
The blast radius goes through it. So I've seen the tech happen where we're in dome. She climbed to the top of a roof. We were chasing her. She put down the shield on both sides of her actually, and then put a cannon in there. So if we walked up to her on the top of this roof, we just got blown the fuck up. So you just
Yeah,
had to
just
stay
has the
away from her.
clusters.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Gotta respect
Discord
that
tech,
shit.
yeah.
She just nukes herself. And
Yep.
You can't jump her.
Oh, but
Mhm.
so it bounces off the shield from the behind, right? Like it doesn't go through the shield, the first initial
It doesn't.
projectile.
Yeah, the projectile stays within the actual it hits the wall and immediately blows up.
Oh, but she shoots.
yeah,
The-
Oh,
the
but she
blast
can target it
radius
down. Yeah, yeah.
explodes. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
see.
the blast radius and all of the
Oh, that's good
the
Discord tech.
clusters
Yeah.
come around you and
very good.
helps you with that. So yeah, it's crazy.
I guess her only flaw is just verticality, but that could be covered by Rapid anyways. But dude, her ground game, crazy,
Ground
bro.
game crazy. She
actually
just won't leave the
ridiculous.
ground. You're not gonna knock her off her feet,
Yeah,
basically.
you're gonna have a
she's
bad
just-
time for sure, unless you're maneuvering really well. But yeah, she's
Even as
definitely.
Shig, it's a pain in the ass. I'm scared to fight her even as Shig. Stay away from me.
That's it. That's saying something, bro. I'm about to put her in front of
Yeah.
Shig right now, bro.
I should have said it.
See, whenever I see Momo, this is always just my Kendo mind. I'm just like, oh yeah, let me get her, please. I would just hard
You're-
stop her.
You're wild,
Like her
bro.
cannons, I can clap her cannon, instantly destroy it. I can just walk up to her cannon, just block all the shots.
I think her
can
cannons are
stop her
squishy
dashing.
innately, no? Like they're
Oh,
just
yeah.
naturally just
Yeah,
weak
yeah.
anyways.
Right. But like, if the cannons are trying to shoot, I can just block their shot wherever they land before the clusters go off.
Mm.
And then I can just stop her shield, which is her main thing, her shield dash. So
Oh,
I can
yeah.
just hard pressure her away, which is great.
Yeah.
But without Kendo, oh yeah, she's
She's a menace.
annoying, bro.
Her alpha knocks you out of yellow attacks. Your yellow attacks don't mean
Yeah.
shit to her alpha, bro. That's why I'm
Literally.
scared to fight her with Shig, bro. The command grab's useless. She just whips
Yeah.
my ass and knocks me down. I'm like, fuck, man, never mind. I don't want to fight you no more.
It's crazy.
Yeah, she's good. She's good. All right, moving on. Plant Girl, free A tier, bro. No cap.
Yeah.
I think
No, I would say
she's
so.
she's literally what Dabi should be, but better. She got that massive ass range, bro. Her special action does something. she
true.
can be annoying up close to the command grab, or she could combo off certain characters, which is very good too. Bro, she's a menace. And what was her other ability? What's her Q again? Her beta, I mean.
So
What
that's
is it?
actually her weakest one, I'd say. She just sends out a bunch of mines. And
Oh,
it's
the ones
supposed
that
to
bounce off the walls.
and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it never really does that. So like,
Nah,
you
you
really
just,
just use it like a.
you just
yeah.
need her ADS, bro. That's it. Her ADS left click. That range is ridiculous. It's
Yeah,
so crazy,
she has
bro.
super good range, and she knocks you down. I think she has like 2 or 3 charges at max. Let me check. But yeah, she can hit you from afar and knock you down. Be annoying with that. And if you get close, you have to be careful of her grab and her other move. And then yeah, she can rest from afar.
And I can hit
So-
multiple people with her alpha.
That too.
Even when you're trying to
Yeah.
approach her too, like her vine whips is like, dude, they're so annoying to get past,
Pushes
bro.
you back. Yeah.
Yeah, she has 3 charges at level 9. So it's.
I don't know, y'all not be done, bro. We got a lot to talk about, bro. No, it's
Bro,
good.
there's a lot to discuss, bro. Look, I heated, right?
Sorry, I spent 2 hours on Kendo.
I
bro.
know, for real.
Bro, and I spent an hour defending Shig versus Toga
Yeah.
Froppy, bro. Like, it takes
But
time.
I mean, besides that, like her issue is just mobility. I mean, just keep it bare minimum. But I mean, she does keep away better than Dabi for sure, in my opinion. Like she's
for
literally
sure.
the better version of Dabi.
That's pretty much it.
Alright, Ida. What do we think about Ida? Quick rank, bro. Which one you want to put him?
Uh,
I would say
Kudo, what do you think? Quick one.
I think
Before we
either-
discuss.
Low S or high A? is
Whoa!
what it is.
Low
I
S? Alright, you're bugging him on that. I
low-
definitely don't.
Low.
He is not top.
what?
He
well,
is
you're not ready for my controversial opinion then.
He is not an S, bro.
You know what I would say? I think he's better than Froppy, bro. Because that's my
Whoa!
fucking yes, bro. He's way more dangerous,
bugging, bro.
Bro, he is way more
You're
dangerous. Bro. He can just
trolling,
pick your ass
bro.
up and combo your ass and then dip and not even get caught,
No.
bro. He does what Froppy does, but he's more dangerous.
No, my
No.
argument, so we talked about this before, is like for Ida, he's too predictable. Like you can see like what he's gonna do and like where he's
Right.
going. Froppy, she has a really small frame. It's hard to see where she's going because of just like how much she flies around. But with Ida, you're just alright. He's gonna run. He's gonna do his projectile either 1 to 3 times. If he's running away, he's just gonna do it in X direction, or he's gonna come at you and do his leaping kick.
You're telling me you're way more scared when a Froppy's on you than an Ida?
Absolutely.
You're out of your mind, bro. You ain't gonna die when a Froppy's on you, bro. You will die when an Ida's on you.
No, what you mean, bro?
Bro, that's because he can combo your ass. He will kidnap you away from the team even because of his combos. Like, he will take your ass to the sky and Dragon Ball combo you, and there's nothing anyone else can do about it to save you. Like, it's like guaranteed. And the tracking on all of his abilities, like, you can't fucking escape this dude.
Bro,
like,
his
that
Q
kick
tracking
does,
is
like-
ridiculous. Yeah, it's pretty
that
crazy.
kick will fuck
It
your
is.
ass up. That does huge ass damage. You can't run from that. Like, he's way more impressive than Froppy.
Dude,
in
that
my
is
mind.
You easy dodgeable though.
Bro.
Easy dodgeable, but it's so, bro. It's the tracking on it is crazy. He can track you so
It
far
is.
away, and it sucks
He
you in,
catches
bro.
you off guard because it's so far away.
Yeah.
Like, he'll just all of a sudden be lunging 30 feet and kick you in the head.
Yeah. I don't know if he's better than Froppy though.
Nah.
I don't- I
if you're
disagree.
extending and he runs into you, and you're not
Zelgi
prepared for
agrees
it,
with
yeah,
Tuck stuff.
sure.
He's more impressive than Froppy. I agree. Froppy's more annoying.
Yes, thank you, Zildjian. That's exactly it.
don't
Froppy is
know.
annoying, but she's not as dangerous. That's the thing. Like, she's super annoying, but it doesn't
More
mean
impressive.
I think the only issue with Ida that I don't like is that his movements are like more predictable in the air to Froppy's, and they're a little bit slower to be honest. I think, but that's about it. Like if you're
Yeah.
traversing like vertically and horizontally in the air, like or diagonally in the air, it's like it's easier to hit Ida than it is for Froppy, in my opinion. But
Yeah, and you can just shoot him
yeah,
as well. So I like with the guns and all that
But-
stuff, he's a lot easier to hit out of the air.
Yeah.
I disagree. He moves faster horizontally than Froppy does. Froppy floats through the air. Ida fucking jet dashes.
Yeah, but he's also like going in like one direction though.
Bro, like 100 miles per hour. Like, you're gonna hit a bullet moving through the
No,
air, bro.
bro.
Froppy's like gliding like Superman through the air, bro. Like, and she can't move left and right. Like Ida can readjust depending on which way he chooses to swing his attack.
yeah.
She has to keep floating in the direction her tongue went. Like, you will know where she went.
I had to keep him hard A. I'm sorry. That's an A for me.
I mean, I'd have him in A2. I'm just, well, I would have already had Froppy in A2, so they're both A2 for me. So.
Bugging, bro.
She can
Froppy's
change.
too good. We're not gonna get into
She can
discussion,
change
bro.
direction. she can change direction in air. Like he can't,
Yes, he
Like,
can,
he's-
bro. He can choose the other direction with his alpha, bro.
bro.
And his Q, I
It
guess. but
auto
it's-
corrects too. Like, he changes direction all the time when he's comboing somebody.
He always goes back. He goes forward, back, and then forward again if he's on someone. But if he's running away, they're just gonna spam it in one direction in the air, unless they really try to fly in the air, then
You
fly another
can-
direction. But
Yeah,
you're just
bro.
gonna catch him.
Bruh. He's got way more options in the air than Froppy. He's got two abilities. No, he's got 3 actually. His regular punch, does a spin midair. His alpha does another spin. His kick will also move him another direction. He has 3 options to move in the air. Froppy has a tongue that will go in the direction she suction cupped every single time.
I can't say he's S tier because of that.
Man.
I mean, I wouldn't say he's S tier.
All right, I gotta leave him there, man. He's definitely not better than Froppy, IMO, but that's
Yeah,
I don't know. I can't go off that, bro. I haven't seen. I've from my experience overall, I've definitely not been impressed by Ida more than I have by a Froppy.
Right.
Not for me, bro. They combo me, I'll lose all my shield, bro. And I'm kidding myself. I'm never just gonna lose all my shield suddenly. Like, you get hit by it, you can't do anything. Like, you're in the combo, you're putting in the wash, bro. Like, you're losing your shield.
I mean, that's probably
shield.
that's to his strengths though. But I understand. But like, between the two, I think Froppy's definitely S tier. Anyways, we can debate about that all we want, but let's just keep going. Kirishima, what are we thinking, bro? B or A, bro?
B.
Just quick one before you decide.
Easy B for me.
That's a B, B for sure.
Yeah.
I think
For me,
Alright, go ahead. Sorry.
also, if since we have Kirishima and All Might left, there is no way that Kendo is the same or lower than them.
Alright, bro.
I don't know about that.
Just saying. Ain't no way.
No, Kirishima, bro. I can give you that one, bro. Kirishima is like the only thing that I have a big issue with for him is that I think he needs to do more damage, and I think his R needs to come back faster. Like,
Definitely needs to come back faster.
like his Q especially should do more damage. Why am I doing this slow ass reactable punch if it doesn't do a lot of damage? It's like me doing big ass atomic punch line and does negative damage, bro. It's like I have all greens or some shit. Like, what am I doing over here?
I'd say that's the worst part about it.
The tracking is hard. I've noticed that the hitbox on it is super weird. Like, I know when we've been doing like labbing, right? Like when I did the kill inside the tomb, like the Cementoss is like rest thing, and I killed someone through the wall. I'm just like, bro, like how is that hitbox? So I've been playing with it, and it's like when you punch, you just send out this huge ass, like, I don't know, just like this big ass rectangle past where the punch goes. So it's not even just like exactly on the punch, it's even just past that, which is wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is also really high. It's just big, but I've been playing it wrong way. I've been trying to get up close and doing it, and I just dash past and miss all the time. But yeah, it's if you hit that shit, and you can pity people outside the ring, no problem too. Especially like double punch after they're teching. Ooh, and it lingers too. Same thing with his ground slam in the air. It also lingers.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I just think he needs adjustments of damage. Like, it doesn't make any sense why he does so little for me. The only thing he's got going for him that I like a lot is his projectile, quote unquote projectile move, because he could really like disorient the team because he drags you so far out of the fight.
You. I've gotten a hard kidnap. I drag like 50 feet away. I was like, holy shit, he's still dragging me. I was like, I'm gone.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I got going for him. I just wish his special action was more active, because that cooldown is ridiculous. They need to like have that shit or something.
You get like twice ever in the game basically if you fight.
It comes to the point where like I really have to pick and choose when I use it. It's so bad.
Yeah. Because I want to pop it like every fight, but you can't.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you really have to save it.
Which is the dumb part about it. And then I don't know why he can't activate it in the air either. It just doesn't make any sense, bro. What's denying him from being airborne, bro?
Yeah.
Like he has to suck up the earth on the ground or something, or what? I don't understand.
What? His feet planted, bro. Like.
Well, I also want him. Didn't give him more charges. So I'm looking at him level 9, right? So his punch level 9 does 170, but you only get 2 charges.
Trash.
You can use it for vertical replacement as well. So like you can aim it in the air and you can like get up in the air. So you can like either escape, go up a building, mind game people, bait them into like way to go, and then slam under. But I wish he had like at least 1 more charge at 9, and then he only gets 1 charge of his slam, even at 9. It does 200 damage though. It's crazy. But
Froppy should be able to revive in there, though, to be honest. It
doesn't
doesn't make any sense why she wouldn't be able to.
Because otherwise, just like, alright, he just has like his alpha to push people away, which is also really good. But the tracking on it is really wonky. you can just end early, and you're just like whiff, and you're just like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, sometimes it's wonky.
If you get the stun on?
Yeah, it's a little bit weird for
Yeah.
sure. But I don't know. I think he has potential, but he's really like,
Oh, for sure.
He's just too reliant on the team. You need to have a good team to back him up. Like,
Definitely, yeah.
But if you want to like solo lobby, nah, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, you really have to like kind of like rat and third party properly, or
For
like
sure.
really be aggressive on like, oh, someone overextended, let me go kill them real quick, type of thing.
Exactly. It's a little bit of an awkward situation, but I think if they made him just more damage and just a special action, I think he'll be fine. But other than that, like he's just such a more of an awkward situation for me. He just needs to like a lot of these melee characters, like they need to have impact up close. Like if they're gonna keep projectile meta, they should hurt. If they're in your face, it's the projectile player's fault. They shouldn't be in your face like that. Like they should really make it so you're getting hurt for real. Like it doesn't make any sense otherwise.
Not just okay damage, which is kind of how it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like one shot from like Deku, right? It's easily 100 plus.
And he shoots you again in the next 0.2 seconds. And
Yeah.
Exactly.
The only other issue with this game too is like there's too many knockdown situations, man. Like knockdown doesn't help the melee character at all. It's just it's such a weird situation because they have too many time to think. They have a little bit of time to recover like their abilities, and then they're just like, all right, they can get out or stall a little bit more or whatnot. But like it's getting a knockdown after only 170 damage on level 9 is crazy to me. Like, all right, we're going to guess again. Here we go.
Yeah.
It's just so whack to me. I don't like that. They need to be make them feel more oppressive to make them more viable to play. Or they are viable to play, but they're just not as oppressive as a projectile. Like, why wouldn't you just have a gun?
Yeah, this would be more dangerous because like the gun is the most dangerous thing. So like that same level of like threat isn't there for characters that want to get up close on you, except for Shig.
Got me done.
Kendo's more of a threat. Anyways.
All right, last one, Buckaroos. Where are we putting All Might, bro? Put your bets in, bro. Put your bets in.
See the back, bro. Get him down.
All right, Kutoux, what you think, bro? What you think, bro?
So, I don't think he's C. I would say he's like low B, but Kendo's low A. So, if you're gonna do that, they're not on the same. They're not on the same.
I don't know, man.
All Might is not on those character appearances. I will not accept that.
Yeah,
dude,
absolutely he does have the thing that I think works for him the most. Is he has really good movement.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
He has. I mean, he has better movement than most of the cast. Most of these guys for sure. He has better movement. You're not gonna.
Okay, well, because he has movement, alright. But like his movement, shit. Even the movement that he does have.
He can jump into double tornado and
really good early game.
Like just fly away. Yeah, he's really good early game. I feel.
I think y'all sleeping on him low key, bro. Dude, I think y'all sleeping on him low key, bro.
No, are you kidding me?
I think he's here, bro. No. Low key, I think he's here.
Nope. Absolutely not.
I don't think.
Stand my ground.
Dude,
Hey,
go to the lab real quick. How much damage does he do with level 9 gun after because he punches 2 times? How much damage did he do?
Alright, let me check.
Bro, his shitty gun has like a fucking startup animation to it too, and it's fucking it's not even that fast.
90 damage, level 9.
Each, right?
Each.
Because they're back to back. Bro, he's doing 180s on you, bro, and he's tanky.
You ain't gonna get hit. You ain't gonna get hit by him though. Like
yes, you are, bro.
No,
dude.
It hasn't happened to me yet. I haven't got gunned down like that by an All Might. I run their asses over, and they can't do a damn thing about it.
Same.
I don't know, man. If a good player adjusted, I think he's really good. But and his tornado doesn't his tornado beat a lot of things too?
It's easy to avoid though. Like it's like very much.
But that's not that bad to control.
It's more like a.
It's more of a get off me type of thing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because it negates a lot of things too.
How much damage does it do?
I think it's.
Tornado?
I don't think it does a lot. Probably like 90 or something.
Like 60 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it's meant for damage. But like, the only issues I think he's okay for damage. Like his left click is fine for me. The only issues I don't like about him is that his jump needs to have a fast fall in some sort of way. I don't like how he just stays in the air so long. For no odd reason.
Like,
why is he floating in their air?
Like, he gets annihilated. His movement sucks ass. His movement gets him killed. That's the thing. Like, you shouldn't even use the movement in a lot of instances because it'll get you killed.
I use it for backlining, to be honest, to get in the back. But That's just me.
Yeah.
But I also wish this tornado was some sort of like mobility type of thing in the air. I think if they tweak
You
those
can
couple,
move.
it's so slow and
It's fast,
it
bro,
makes him
like-
into a rock, bro.
No,
He just
yeah,
starts
so, like-
sinking, bro. I'm just like, what the hell?
Like if you're jumping, right, and you're like, oh, I want to get down faster, you can use a tornado to get down, protect yourself, and keeps reversing as well.
Then what you do when you hit the ground?
I think he should
I mean,
have
you
more
either stop,
maneuverability.
shoot.
Nah, no, you get shit on, bro.
He,
So the
need,
answer,
he
I got
needs
the
to be
answer.
moving like
You get
Meta
shit
Knight
on.
in that thing, bro. He needs to be moving like Meta Knight's tornado, bro. He should control it.
He used to, bro. I wish.
He
That's
needs
what
to-
it was, and I was like, bro, this guy's crazy.
The clap
Like,
rocks
I
the world.
remember, no, for real. You literally, I eat everything that All Might does. Kendo's hard counter.
That's a 1v1. I'm not talking about a 1v1, bro.
Oh no, I know. I'm just commenting on Rudy's comment.
Yeah.
That's it. So, but yeah, no, yeah, him. I don't think he's.
I don't know, bro.
No, he's not. If
Bro,
you're getting hit by him and getting heated by him, that's a problem.
I'm about to go play
His
all my
ice
rafters and maybe get some more clips, bro. Ain't no way, bro.
We all like clips in the world, but every clip they're gonna be standing flat-footed, just getting beamed for no reason, bro.
Right?
All you
See,
gotta do
this
to
is the
kill All
same-
Might is run
His
him
gun
over.
is
That's all you
literally
gotta do.
better Mt.Lady gun, bro.
Bro, but you're not hitting. It's not as consistent though. It's not as like
Oh,
easy.
you're
like, when he's fighting-
tripping, bro.
It ain't
Let me give
gonna
a test
hit.
real quick. So All Might has, he has 12 shots. Max level 9. Yeah, okay. Let me see.
Dude,
He's
he's
90.
but like dude. If okay, think about it though. Like if he's hitting his shots though, dude, he sinks you. He literally sinks you. He shoots faster than Bakugo and Deku. 180, bro. He's shooting faster than you for sure, bro. And don't forget, he's tanky as hell too. He's tankier. What is he? 350 or 400 HP?
No, he's 300.
Oh, 300
Yeah,
He has
HP.
more health. I don't think he has more
Yeah.
health. No, he's 350
I'll
actually.
check.
He's 350, I think.
350. It is 350.
Dude, he's
Flanker has
tankier
more
too.
health
Don't
than him.
forget, he's tankier too, bro.
Bro, that don't matter, bro. 50 damage,
Yeah,
like almost every
350,
move's gonna.
mm.
It's
That
not
matters,
gonna
bro. That's
matter,
extra 2 hits.
bro.
That's extra 2
Look.
hits, bro. That matters, bro.
Yeah, these hits be hitting for more than 50, alright? Like, in a lot of these instances, that 50 ain't gonna matter. He's a bigger target too, so it's gonna be technically easier to hit.
I'll give you guys B, bro. But I think y'all sleeping on him low key, bro. I think he's
No.
actually pretty good. Nah, he's
He's-
good, bro. Trust.
I am buzzing, bro.
He has good getaway stuff. If no one has eyes on him, like he can grab in, like he can like go and like get a rest token, right, and then just get out of there with using like everything he has. He can get away. But yeah, his projectiles don't go as far as like the really dangerous guns. His other stuff is really avoidable. His dash is really easy to dodge. His tornado is like whatever. So
I don't know, man. I'm
He's
thinking all my stocks are going up, bro. Low key. I mean, if you guys.
no,
Bro, my tier list, bro. My tier list, bro. My tier list. I'll say my tier list, bro.
Yeah.
But you got their points of it in the video too. Like they said their piece about their characters. You know what I mean? But I mean, we all at the end of the day we all have our opinions.
Yep, for sure.
At the end of the day, we all have our opinions. But you know, it was a fun talk. Overall this game.
I agree with the majority of it.
Yeah,
for sure.
The game overall though, it's like it's really fun. Everybody could be good at their own thing except Dabi. Don't worry about him. He's not a character yet. He's not. He's season 2. He's season 2. When they fix him, he'll come back in the game. Okay. But everybody else is they're usable. They're good. Obviously, everything's situational. But at the end of the day, this is my tier list overall. Kutoux and Tuxedo had their inputs, of course. But yeah. That's the tier list, man. That's where I'm putting the characters currently in the game. But
Is A in order?
not really. Relatively, it's too much thinking involved. I'm just gonna leave them all.
Yeah.
I think the order probably for top 5 would be this. But yeah, that's about it.